Charvesh Pro, hello, Logitech, Chris Howell, Josh Tony, and Nick Plays. Welcome, guys. You are the early birds. Kind of doing a late night live stream here. I don't know if I'm going to do a terribly long live stream just because it's kind of late, but we'll try to go till midnight or so. Let's see here. I'm just trying to get my stuff pulled up here for you guys. I actually just did get done recording episode 2 of my Farming Simulator 19 live stream, so you guys will be able to view that tomorrow when that video goes live. Let's see who else came in. Carter, Meineke, Arnez Scopo, Filter Family Farms, Dazzer MM, Robert Whalen, Sean Daly, CYH5, and NC Proud. All right, well, let's get started here. And we are back on Ravenport. And I think we have a harvest we got to do, don't we? Wait. Surveillance. Yep, ready to harvest, and yep, all that stuff looks good. Yep, here we go. All right, so we're gonna get harvesting, and I can't remember if were we doing a job last time? I can't really remember. Nick Plays wants me to plant oats. Yep, just. I don't have any horses to eat them though. Let me check the selling price, because I'll be honest, like I'm not super excited about potentially doing and we gotta lay down lime. Yay. Well, I guess I'll get a tractor to go get wait, what is he doing way up here? Oh no. We gotta get him back to the farm. Let's see. Sorry, I can't donate because this feature is not out in your country. Well, we also have PayPal. You can donate if you can't do the super chat through YouTube. Let's see. I just finished soybeans now. Oh, he's saying you just finished soybeans now. He's planting oats. Well, I want to see what the selling price is looking like anyway. So 1,094. 2904 for soybeans. That's actually pretty good. And it looks like it's kind of on the up and up. So, you know, if we can get up over 3,000 again, that will be awesome. And maybe, just maybe, we'll buy a new field. I don't know yet. I don't know. You ever seen that guy on YouTube? Like, he always does, like, those fake interviews, and he's always like, I don't know. Dang it, now he's got me saying it. Ugh. So how is everybody? Did you guys miss me? You guys did. I know you did. Let's see. Well, we got 33 people in here. Let's all smash that like button. Let's try to get some more people in here. You're at 88 hours playing FS19. I am not precisely sure how many hours I have because I don't have the Steam version. I'm gonna see. I should ask Giants and see if they'll give me a Steam key. That way, it'll just be easier for me to, you know, keep the game updated and so on and so forth. Because right now, I've got like the kind of special direct download version for reviewers. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they'll do for me. But yeah, I can't see how many hours I have in the game, unfortunately. I don't even know if it shows how many hours I have in each save. So I'd have to go and look at that. I want to see if we have any jobs of it. Ooh. Okay, well, I don't know why I'm screaming that, but this looks super awesome. I want to do this. Field number 5. I don't even know which field it is. I'm going to do a fertilizing job, and we're going to see if we make any money at it. Sharvesh, you like my stream? Thank you. See, Josh Tony, sorry. Hey, Brad, what PC do you recommend to play Farming Simulator? If you're gonna like build a computer, I would say go with Asus parts. If you're not gonna build a computer, if you're gonna buy a pre-built one, I would still recommend Asus. I've just had extremely good luck with their stuff, and I think, oh, look at this. I don't know that I've ever used this before. All right, so let's fill this up. I'm going to go ahead and buy another tank of fertilizer. Let's see, how many, does it say? 2,000 liters. Something tells me that we're going to use more than that. So let's go ahead and buy a couple. And I think they'll actually reimburse us for any that's left over after the job is done. But look at this sucker. This is pretty cool. We got lights on the sides. Ooh, I love the little LED lights here. See, like, let's see if I can. I guess it's not really gonna let me. But you can see like the little LED array right there. That looks really nice. Are they like that on the front too? Wait, can I get up the stairs here? Oh, come on. Really? I can't get up there? Oh well. Wait, did I already fill this thing? Turn on sprayer, unfold sprayer, unload, open cover. Wait, can you put like sprayer and dry fertilizer in here? That's almost even more impressive. This sprayer is the Stara Imperator 3.0 Cody. No, we gotta get up to field number 5. Okay. I got a feeling we're gonna be done pretty quick. So we've got $13,000. I bought way too much liquid fertilizer, so unfortunately, but we'll find out. We'll see here. This thing's pretty cool, though. The interior is a little bit, well, it looks all right, I guess. I wouldn't say it's quite as good as the John Deere's, but it's pretty good. Definitely better than it was in Farming Simulator. I remember looking at it briefly in Farming Simulator 17, but this is the first time I've seen it in FS19. Look at the metal. Ooh, that looks really nice. Love how you can get the sun glint off the metal there like that. Oh, that looks really super nice, guys. Look at that monster. Look at all the little parts. That is just a really nice looking sprayer. Okay, before I crash, we're gonna... what am I going to be planting? Well, generally what I like to do is once I sell a crop, I'll look at and see what I think the crop prices are trending, and then I kind of make a decision from there. Two more days till X4. Dazzer is looking forward to... You know what? I guess this week Star Citizen has been... They've got like a free fly week. And you can actually like rent. They're basically having like an in-game expo, and it's like the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Wait, what am I? Yeah, field number 5. It's like one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. They're literally doing like an expo, and it's actually like going to like a real trade show. And every day they're featuring ships from different manufacturers, which you can rent for free. You can fly them around for free. So they're having like this free fly weekend or week this week. I'm not exactly sure when it ends, if it ends this weekend or when. But if you've been thinking about trying Star Citizen, like this is the perfect weekend for it. It really is. Or the week, I'm sorry. Go out there, download it, give it a shot. It is absolutely awesome. And wait, reserved for contract work? Yeah, it better be. I guess let's just go straight across the field here. Wait. No. Wait, no. We want... I'm going to do fertilizer off for this job. So we'll actually use what's in the tank. What are all these stickers on the inside? But, yeah, I've been playing Star Citizen here the last few days. Wait, why are some of the stickers bouncing around and the other ones are not? That's kind of weird. Okay. It's a little bit bizarre. But yeah, I've been playing the heck out of Star Citizen. It's absolutely awesome, and it's still super buggy, you know, because it's like still super early alpha. But oh my gosh, like the more updates they come out with, like the more you really see, you know, what that game is going to be like. It's just, it's super duper amazing in my opinion. All right, so let's back up here. Go forward, turn the sprayer on. Another bug. There have been a few bugs. Actually, I was talking to Lars about that a little bit. He seemed to indicate that they're going to try to have a hot fix out tomorrow, but you know it's kind of dependent on, you know, if they actually can get it done. So could be a patch tomorrow, could be, you know, in the next few days, but I would say it's probably going to be pretty soon here. I hope there is a JD 4440 as a mod, or well, that would depend on the modders. If you know a mod, find a modder and then beg him to make one for you. Skeet Stolty, welcome aboard. Gamer Gang, hello, hello. Double A, what is red and smells like blue paint? I don't even want to know. It's probably something really bad. Let's see, Acorn Productions, hello. What is red and smells like blue? Yeah, red paint. Exactly. Great demand at restaurant. Ooh, I wonder what the great demand is for. That would be awesome if we got a great demand for canola, or no, soybeans. And it's not for soybeans, it's for sunflowers, and the great demand price doesn't even beat the normal price at the pork grain elevator. Ugh. Okay, so let's go see how our harvester is doing, since he's probably done, which he is done. And another thing I wanted to check to see is, how is my loan doing? Because I am not 100% sure. Apparently you guys do not like Battletech at all, since we only had like 20 people watching last night. I guess all the people that hated Battletech have like all unsubscribed, because usually we have 200 people watching, and tonight it's only 54. Let's see, what else do we have going on here? Well, let's see. Prices. The price on soybeans is still just, I mean, it's killing it. I mean, there's not really a big reason to do other. Now, we do have a bunch of, we do have a really nice price on wheat that we could sell right now. Let's see, what tractors do I have again? Okay, so I've got him, that, and this guy, and that's all I got? I have 2 tractors. And $60,000 left in loans. All right. Let's... Don't... Whoops, no. Okay, so this is the 7250. Now, I need to find where the best price... Helper J is blocked by an object. Wait. Helper J is no longer blocked by an object. Oh, crap. Okay, I see what the problem is now. I'm trying to connect the wrong trailer up here. Rico 4364, welcome. Broderick Soland, welcome, welcome. Battle Revja isn't my type of game. Oh, I get it. I understand. No problem. You guys don't love me anymore. Okay, so what do I have to do, or what I have to do here, is I have to hook up these two trailers first, right? Helper A has a nearly full grain tank. Oh gosh, come on. Did I not go back far enough? Strautman. Okay, there it is. Nope. Okay, now I can disconnect both of them, and then we'll get this large... This one's actually a larger tipper up front. We'll grab this, push it back. Oh, I kind of don't want to sell... Let's not sell until we're done doing the fertilization job. And the reason why is I want to see how much money we make on that. So, okay, we could do some liming, I guess, in the meantime. How many trailers do they attach to tractors in real life? You know, that's a good question. I guess however many you would want that your tractor could pull. Some people might attach more than others. I don't know. Do we have... we might not have any lime down here. We're going to have to eventually go get some more... Oh, wait. There's a couple things of lime down here. So I tell you what I'm going to do. Hey, Brad, what did I do to Farming Simulator? I didn't do anything to it. What do you mean? I went back and played FS17 for a couple hours today. Traitor! You trade? No, I'm just messing. The third container contains a pair of... Okay, somebody's in the channel telling jokes. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, I didn't really do anything with Farming Sim 17. I still have it in my Steam library, I guess. Let's see. Seth White says, hey, Brad, watching from New Zealand. Hey! Gosh, when you think about how far away that is, that's actually awesome that, you know, we can communicate at such distances. Alright, so we're going to let him do his thing. Let's check on... Oh, that's what was going on here. Wait, did he just, like, come out here and just be like, I quit? I think he did. All right, let's go forward. I'm actually really surprised at how little liquid fertilizer this thing's using. It almost makes me want to buy one of these. All right, so I'm going to hire the worker. I thought I was going to use, like, tons of this stuff. How much is one? Star, Crop protection, 195,000. That's not too bad. So this one has a width of 27 meters. This one is almost 50, 48 and a half. So this, let's see, 27 meters, 40. So oh wow. I mean, if you think about how wide this is, and then think about the other one, oh my gosh. Helper J stopped working. Okay, so his tank is gonna be empty. So yeah, we burned through over 2,000 lime right there, just doing that. Isn't that incredible how quickly we go through lime? It's nuts. It's much more cost effective to do lime manually. Hey Brad, I'm watching from Mauritius. Where is that? Mauritius? Mauritius. Or I'm probably saying it wrong, but I have no idea where that is. I'm a good singer? No. You need your ears examined. It is an island. Oh. I might have to look that up. That sounds really cool. It's hard to watch a hockey game and a live video at the sometime. At the sometime, it's hard to watch, but not all the time. Just sometime. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh. Okay, here we go. All is good. All right, so we're going up to the biogas facility because that's where the closest lime selling silo is. Crazy to think in just over a year until 2020. You know what? Like, I remember back when the, year 2000 hit and, like, everybody was freaking out, like, running to the grocery store, buying groceries and water. Everybody's like, turn off your computers. I've been around computers my entire life. I knew that there was absolutely nothing that was going to happen to my computer. But still, I turned my computer off. I bent to the, the 0.000000001% chance that all hell would break loose, and it didn't. It was essentially nothing happened. Let's see. You got a new copy. You got a new copy of Farming Sim as opposed to an old one. I don't understand. Are you going to do another logging video with Scout? Who's Scout? What do you mean with what do you mean by Scout? Mauritius, I hope I'm saying that right, is in the middle of the Indian Ocean. Oh, you're like out there then. The round mirror in that tractor looks cartoony. And this one? Oh, that one right there. Well, it's like one of those convex mirrors. It's kind of like a little bubble that pops out a little ways so that you can get more in view. Maybe that's what it's supposed to be like. I don't know. We'll check it when we take off here. All right. Well, no, it doesn't really seem to have any kind of a warp effect on it or anything, but no, that's probably the type of mirror it would be in real life, though. East of Madagascar. Now, I know where Madagascar is. I remember my dad always wanted to go to Madagascar and see all the lemurs there, because I guess, like, lemurs are really super common there. Ah, we got the thing. All of our lime is blowing out down the road, blinding people, and... when I used to think of lime as lye. Is lime and lye the same thing? Because lye is the stuff that they like throw on like dead bodies to make them dissolve. Or make them decompose without smelling or something like that. Everybody's like, how does Brad know about decomposing bodies? Does anyone know where I can know people to play FS19? And hi, Brad. A really great place is my Discord chat. My Discord channel for anybody who wants to join. It is free. You just download the Discord app, and it's kind of like a cross between like Skype and Facebook Messenger. You can voice chat in the chat rooms if you want. You don't have to. There's a text chat. You can share pictures and links and things like that. You know, all kinds of fun stuff. So yeah, maybe give that a shot. And where did I do with my countdown? Oh. I was like, where did I put the combine? I didn't even get him. I'm like, why am I not harvesting anything? We're losing time here, you guys. It's 10 after 11. Alright, we're going to back up just a little bit. Then we're going to pull forward and higher work our... Everybody's like, stop it now, Brad. Just stop singing. You are not Backstreet Boy. How do you know? Lye is sodium hydroxide. And what is lime? Lycium. Lime is calcium. Is it calcium hydroxide? I don't know which one would technically be worse to drink, but I probably wouldn't want to do either one. Lil Brad says hello. Anthony Krukowski says, ugh, woke me up with notification. I'm sorry. You should have been here in the first place. You know, then it was calcium carbonate. Is what lime is. Okay. Do I know when Courseplay will be out? No. I did. Somebody in the Farming Simulator official Discord last week said something about, you know, they were essentially, you know, trying to work on it, but they have to fundamentally change some of the scripts in the game so that they work properly with Farming Simulator 19. And also they were going to kind of change around how some of the scripting is done anyway. And, you know, they would be working on it as they can, but obviously, you know, there's the holiday seasons are coming up, and they said it would be very dependent on when when they would be able to get done. As far as I know, on the official Courseplay website, the GitHub website, they have not made any announcements as far as even when they're going to speculate on a release. I don't even know of an alpha release at this point. And I've been hearing rumors that, like, Mod Hub, there's like, oh, Courseplay for FS19. That is not FS19 as far as I'm aware. Yeah, Brian Gum just said, yes, Courseplay is out on... Courseplay for FS19 is out on Mod Hub. No, that is not Courseplay. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely not Courseplay. It's somebody that's probably trying to install, like, viruses on your computer. Why did he stop? Okay, well, whatevs. Best moments says, I have diarrhea. Don't know if I will make it through the night. Oh, I had to do it. You know, it's like, remember those, what was it called? Was it Precious Moments by Jack Handy or something like that? No, it was Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. Go and watch, just go onto YouTube. There are probably some up there. Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. It was like this little comedy bit they used to do years ago, like on the Comedy Channel or something like that, and he would just say like freaking hilariously random things like that. I have diarrhea. I don't know if I'll make it through the night. Yeah, too much information. Brad, what is my favorite non-farm simulator? Probably like Euro Truck / American Truck Simulator. Kerbal Space Program is also an awesome like spaceflight simulator. I mean, they get so much right. It's not even funny, and they make it fairly simple to learn. I won't say spaceflight and all that stuff isn't the easiest stuff to learn anyway. But man, Kerbal Space Program's really good. I wish they would have like actual humans and stuff, but oh well. Do I play Farming Simulator 18? No, I don't play any of the mobile versions. I mean, if they did like a port from FS18 to PC, I might play it just to kind of see what it was all about. But generally, no, I don't. I might be getting FS19 off Steam. Alrighty. I liked Train Simulator. I mean, Train Simulator's it's good. Oh, come on. Like the CSX Heavy Haul, it's a very cool train simulator. But it's $40 and it's definitely not worth the price you pay, in my opinion. What is my last name? I'm definitely not going to tell anybody that. I'd have people knocking on my door. What's funny is I did, like a few years ago, there was an obsessive fan that I think they found me somehow. They found my like name and my address, and I was like, okay, that's a little bit too creepy. I think I blocked them. Never heard another word about it. But they actually, I think they actually found my real Facebook account and my address. They're like, "This is you. I know it's you." And I'm like, okay. I never replied back to them. But since then, I've actually moved, so I'm no longer at that address. But I still have my AR-15 right here next to my desk, in case anybody finds me. Joey Benton says, "Hey Brad, I kind of feel like FS19 is a letdown compared to FS17, other than John Deere being in the game." Oh no, not at all. In my opinion, there's so much more in this game. Yes, we've got John Deere, but I think probably the single best feature in the game is the 3D store. The fact that we can actually cycle through the different tires and options to see what they're going to look like. We did not have this in FS17, and even I don't think I can put a front loader on here, but I mean that is absolutely. I mean, it's almost worth it just for this, in my opinion. We've got the addition of lime, improvements to weeding and fertilizing, a lot of great equipment. The only thing I kind of, and I've said this a million times, people are getting sick of hearing me say it. The only thing that I've been underwhelmed with is the fact that, like, the house and all of the decorative items for the American map are all, like, trashy. Like, I don't know why they chose that or chose to do that, but that's really the only complaint I have. Other than that, it's amazing. The sad part is FS19 was $26 2 days after the Black Friday. Now it's $35 on Steam. It was never $26 on Steam. I know that for a fact. So I don't know what you saw, but that was not FS19. I dig. I can't really see what the last word is because the spray's in the way. I dig something. Thank you for subscribing. Let's see. Hey, would you rather Barrett 50 cal or AR-15? Oh, AR-15 all day. I mean, the Barrett 50 cal, I've shot it once. Shot one round out of one once. And, I mean, it's a cool gun. But the thing weighs 40-something pounds. Actually, I think I shared a picture of me holding one. I don't know if I shared it. I tell you what, if I can... Oh, Helper D, you're killing me. When I was at a trade show some years ago, and it's, you know, part of my old business, and you know, I was at the Barrett booth, and so, you know, they've got a 50 caliber Barrett there. I'm gonna pick it up and hold it, and that's exactly what I did. So I've got a picture of it, and if you guys come on Discord tonight after the live stream, I will, and if you guys remind me of it, I will try to find that picture and show it to you guys because it's kind of cool. But no, I would much rather have an AR-15. It's just, you know, more convenient, and instead of only having 5 really big rounds, you know, I've got 30 rounds that hopefully I'll never need to use or fire outside of, you know, just fun or recreation. All right, let's see how our combine is doing. All right, so we need to move up to field. We own field 21. That's right. Ah, that was about slabage, slubadabage, so our actually, like, I'm not losing nearly as much money on this fertilizing mission as I thought I would, to be honest with you, because we had 13,000 before, after I bought all that fertilizer that I didn't end up using, and I seriously thought I was going to use like all that fertilizer, but nope. Do I like singing? I guess to some extent. I used to be in a boy band when I was younger, if that counts for anything. Well, it wasn't really like a boy band as much as it was. Let's just leave it at that. I don't want to get into that aspect of my life. It's too private. It's too personal. But no, I literally was in a boy band kind of thing. Kind of. But not really, but yes. And we actually performed in many famous places. Even around the world. And no, it was not Menudo. As much as I wish it had been. It was not New Kids on the Block, thank God. And it's probably somebody you'd never even suspect. Wait, what? Field not owned? Yes, it is. You stop, you. Alright, let's go. We're going to go down this field and continue harvesting, I guess. Let's see. I have an Airsoft sniper rifle. I've got an Airsoft rifle, too. I've got a Systema PTW, if you guys have ever heard of one of those. And the Systemas were designed to most accurately represent the real weight and feel of an AR-15. So externally, a Systema PTW is, ooh, contract on field 5 finished. Nice. Yeah, it feels exactly the same weight and everything of a real M4A1. And yeah, it's worth several $1,000s, but I haven't used it in like probably, well, about 5 years. It's been that long. Gosh, it seems like it was just, you know, 2 years ago, but no, 5 years ago, I guess. As long as it's M1 Studios says, as long as it's an American gun. If there's two other guns I would really like to own, I would really like to own a G36 from Heckler & Koch. And what's the other one? The other one's a pistol. It's an H&K USP compact. I've always wanted to own one. I actually had a buddy that owned the exact model that I wanted with all the options on it, and I was like, I'll buy it off of you, give me 2 weeks, and he ended up selling it to somebody else. And I was like, you traitor. I don't like you anymore. But yeah, I would really like a USP compact in 40 caliber or 9mm. Either one would be great. And I'm trying to think what else I would like to own. I can't remember if it's I think it's an M&P shield. I think I'd like to get an M&P shield in 9mm as well. Or 380. Just as a concealed carry. I guess 9mm. 9mm and 380 is pretty much the same round, but with a 9mm you have you've got more powder. But yeah, I think 9mm and 380 are the like the physical dimensions of the actual projectile. I think it's the same, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, I don't know why we got to talking about guns. Oh, somebody asked me what kind of gun I would like. Shooting cats is wrong and cruel. Generally I would say yes, but there are situations where you might need to shoot one. Robert Masonville says M&P Shield 9mm. I conceal and carry, I conceal and love it. Yeah, it's like the perfect pistol for it. One of my friends, she's a police officer. That was his holdout gun. Like while he was on duty, like he actually went and bought it. He had like an ankle holster, and he's like, it's just a nice little compact pistol. It's really accurate. I can't remember if his was not. I guess he was probably 9mm. That 380 is a bit smaller and more expensive. Oh, we need to. Okay, as soon as I go around this field, we're going to. I'm going to hire a worker, and then we're going to go back and close out that contract. I should get some money back for the liquid fertilizer that's in the sprayer. And we'll see how much fertilizer's in there. I can't believe I did that whole field, though, with, just one tank of sprayer, or of liquid fertilizer. It just blows me away. All right, so we're going to hire the worker. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to be up here. Enter vehicle. Wow, we still have 930. We just used a little bit over 1,000 on this whole field. So I think what I'm going to do a little trick to try to get some of my money back. Can I put a horse paddock on field 19? You can, but it gets ridiculously expensive because of the contouring involved. You like my FN's 5.7? I used to really be sold on the 5.7, and then the thing I don't like about the 5.7 is it's oddly shaped. The ammo for it is ridiculously expensive, and what is going on with viewers tonight? Like, it's going up and down by like 10 or 20 at a time. Like, people come in, people go out, people come in. I mean, it's the stream analytics, it looks like a sawtooth or something. It's really weird. And not to mention the 5.7 pistol's like over $2,000. I think it's like $2,800. I don't know. It was ridiculously expensive, I know, when I went to actually even slightly contemplated buying one. The only reason I thought it was cool was because of Splinter Cell. I think that was like the game that it was featured in back when it first came out. How was my day? It's been going pretty good. I did have something that was kind of stressing me out earlier, and that got resolved, and so I, feel better about that. So, so that's, maybe I'll sleep a little bit better tonight. Hey Brad, look at the screen in the sprayer. Yes, I am looking at the screen. It's kind of like a little, video game on there, but in the real world, you'd have your field mapped out on there. You'd have like all your, you'd have your track and everything down there. And I would assume that the majority of the operation of the vehicle would be computer controlled, and you'd kind of just sit there and play games on your phone or something, or talk to your girlfriend. I don't know. You have a P210 Super Target. Is that a Ruger? Ruger sounds like a P something, but I could be wrong. Many years ago, I bought a Ruger P40 DC, and basically it was a Ruger P40D with a decocker on it. That's the only difference. All right, so we're gonna fill. I'm gonna fill this tank up. Can I fill it up? Oh, good, 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 good. So we didn't really use as much as I thought we had. All right, so this holds 2,400 liters. So now that this job is finished, okay, we'll jump out, say goodbye to the Imperator guys, and we're gonna go up here, and we are going to. So we got the lease cost there of $2,000. We're gonna get reimbursement here. The reimbursed price is for that fertilizer that's still in the tank. So. We'll actually make more money on this than the contract rewards. So let's complete that. And yeah, we're good to go. Let's see if we have any other spraying missions now. That was actually pretty good as far as being profitable. So let's do let's lease these. And this is field 12, right? Where's field 12? Right here. So let's fill this up with whatever's in here. And as long as it's less than, yeah, I think I'm gonna guess 835 is gonna be pretty close to what we need to do field 12 or 13 or whatever it was. Field 12, yeah. And what do we have? We have a little Valtra here. This might be one of the first. Now, is this one of the vouchers that I can turn around in? No, it's not. There's the side panels. Look pretty nice. Ooh, look at the top of the levers there in the sun. You can see they have like a little texture to them. That looks really cool. All right. What kind of Valtra is it? It's a Valtra. What, Valtras don't say what model they are? Oh no, there it is. And it's not the chainsaw edition. The N134. Okay. So we're gonna line up right here. And I'm gonna hire the worker and off we go. So let's see, what do we got? Okay, I was afraid this would happen, which is no big deal. We just got to turn around. I have the gold one for... You wish nades were legal. Nah, I mean, what? You don't really need one of those. unless there's like a zombie apocalypse, you don't need grenades. Of course, with Antifa, you know, we might mistake that for a zombie apocalypse, if you know what I mean. Let's see here. Someone is hiding behind the refrigerator. Yeah, a 50 caliber is for, you know, when somebody's hiding behind the refrigerator at your neighbor's house, like 3 doors down. Do I hunt? No, I don't. Would I rather have a Humvee or an M1A2 Abrams? Oh, I'd rather have the Abrams. Except it'd probably give me cancer because of all the depleted uranium. Do you think teachers should have a firearm on them during school because of all the school shootings? That's kind of a difficult political question. I think that teachers who are responsible and who feel the responsibility to be trained properly and who have the desire should in some circumstances have that option. Obviously I think there probably needs to be some psychological testing and things like that. Teaching is obviously a high stress environment. I know it was for many of the teachers that taught me when I was a kid. And, people in some cases do flip their lids. And so, you got to be careful. I mean, teachers are people too. And I definitely do feel that not everybody should be, owning a firearm, even though it is a right, it's also I also feel it's a privilege as well. And I think that everybody should have the right to have the privilege of owning a firearm, but there's definitely going to be some circumstances where, people should lose or maybe have that privilege suspended in certain cases. So, but I mean, as far as, I don't think that, you should just give every teacher a gun. That's definitely not the answer. I would say in many cases, you would want to have several school resource officers trained and have a firearm there. And again, it's still a topic of very heated debate, and my opinion is not the only one. But I do feel that there should be, like with anything in life, I think the pros and cons should be weighed, and I think that there should be a balanced and responsible result, and not just say, okay, we're going to give all teachers guns. That's not the answer. There's something somewhere in between that that we need to find the answer for. And honestly, I don't think the issue is guns. I think the issue is definitely a mental health issue. I think there are people out there that are depressed, they're lonely, they're made fun of, they are ridiculed by others, bullied in many cases. And I think that some of these people, it creates I personally believe that it creates a mindset for these people to act out, and to act out in a violent way. And I think that, it's not a situation of we need to be locking people up in mental institutions or calling people, retarded or idiots or morons or anything like that. I think that there's a genuine need for better mental health care not only in the United States but around the world, because sometimes people do have problems, dealing with things in their lives. And no, turn off the thing. Wait, what? I can't see what's going on. What is going on? Oh, I'm opening things. I'm closing things. Okay. But I think that it's more of a mental health issue, because you know, I think back to when I was in high school, and we had a kid in high school. I think a lot of people, you know, they did kind of make fun of him. He was a smaller kid, and people picked on him, and he flipped out a few times in school. I can remember he went on this rampage in the school, and he was like breaking windows and kicking things over and all kinds of stuff. And then, you know, years later, I mean, that was even in middle school, and of course everybody was laughing at him while he did it. You know, everybody's like, oh, this is the funniest thing we ever said. And I'm, you know, I have to say, you know, I was probably guilty of that. I was probably guilty of thinking it was funny, because when you see people act out against authority in such a way, you know, there is a bit of humor to it sometimes, in kind of a morbidly sad way. But, you know, when we were in high school, I remember before senior graduation, he threatened to set a bomb in the graduation ceremony. And, you know, people reacted to that. Now, it's not like it was today. I mean, he was not allowed to graduate with everybody else. But, I mean, it's not like they called the police and locked him in jail and threw away the key and charged him with terrorism and all this other stuff. But, you know, I don't know what happened to him. I've actually tried to find him over the years, probably 10 years or so, because, you know, I can't say I was, like, friends with him, but I wasn't mean to the kid. You know, I wasn't mean to him, and, you know, I always try to be nice to him. I always try to be nice to everybody, though. I didn't want to be a jerk to anybody, and, you know, I didn't want anybody to think that, you know, I was like a big, well, I won't say any wordy dirds here. I do enough of cussing offline, but you know, I didn't really want people to think that I was a big jerk, and, you know, so I always try to be, you know, as nice. What? Helper F stopped unexpectedly. Who is Helper F? Oh, that's okay. That is the lime guy. So we're gonna have to go buy more lime. Blimey! Oh, see what I did there? But, you know, when he threatened to blow up the school, I mean, I think a lot of people thought he was just joking, and maybe he was. Maybe he was upset at somebody to the point where he felt like, you know, scaring people. And, you know, part of me, I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, I would ever go and do that, but part of me can understand the frustration that he had, and the backlash that he would get from, you know, students and teachers and authority figures. And, you know, I've always tried, you know, I've tried looking him up on Facebook, and I've tried looking him up through other means, and I've never been able to find him. It's just like after school, he dropped off the face of planet Earth. And what in the world is going on here? Oh, I see what's going on. The front weight is low, way too low. But I do honestly think that, you know, if he probably got the, you know, proper mental health counseling or whatever it was that he needed. Whoa, this track is really shaky. That, you know, maybe things would have gone better for him. I knew another kid in elementary school when we were, you know, I don't remember when he first started going to our school. But, you know, this kid was like the meanest kid, one of the meanest kids meanest people I've ever met in my entire life. The rumor was that he watched his dad forced him to watch him kill his mother, which is pretty messed up. I don't know if that's true. That was like a rumor. I actually tried to ask him about it one time, and he, like, you know, wouldn't talk about it, so, you know, it could have been true. I just don't know. And but he you know, he was always fighting with people. I remember getting in a couple fights with him. I remember he pushed this girl off. You know, back then we had like slides and swing sets and stuff like that on our playground. I don't know if they have that kind of stuff anymore because they're all worried about kids killing each other. Well, back then, wait, what am I doing here? Not that. This, yay. he actually pushed this little girl. I remember there was this little girl. Well, you know, I say little now, but at the time she was my age. I always thought she was really pretty, this blonde girl, and for whatever reason, she was up on top of the slide, which was probably a good, you know, 10 or 12 feet up, and I pushed her off, and she cracked her head open on the concrete, and she didn't move. She never moved. And I don't know if she died. I don't know. To this day, I don't ever know what happened to her. But I remember the principal coming out, picking her up off the, you know, the concrete and rushing her into the building. And then, you know, the ambulance came, and we never saw her at school ever again. So I don't know. Like, again, I don't know if she died. I don't know if, you know, she was okay and the parents just took her out of our school or what. But I never remember her coming back to our school. And but that kid was messed up, and I can even remember as a young kid, you know, being in 3rd or 4th grade. I think that happened when I was in the 4th grade, and just thinking to myself, you know, this is the kind of kid that's going to end up in jail, maybe for killing people, but probably for drugs and other, you know, theft and, you know, other kinds of stuff. And to this day, I don't know if he's alive or dead. You know, I don't know. Hopefully he overcame his demons, but you just never know. But kind of weird that we got off on a tangent talking about that kind of stuff. But, you know, I appreciate the questions and listening to my point of view. And now we're getting everybody unsubscribing here because they hate my viewpoint. No, I'm just kidding. Why was there concrete and not mulch? What? Concrete? Let's see. You can always check federal prison systems of your state to see if he went up. I've looked. I only know his first and last name. I don't know like a middle name. I would probably recognize him. Even though I think 5th grade was the last year that he was in our school. I don't know what happened to him after that. But I would guess I would probably recognize him if I were to see him. Unless he's put on like a ton of weight or something like that, but I think if he's remained, you know, relatively thin, then I would probably recognize him. But yep, concrete, pavement, blacktop, asphalt. Savial is like, so how about that BattleTech? Yeah, I said there was actually concrete and asphalt or blacktop on the main part of the playground. Well, parts of it were asphalt, like, you know, blacktop, and like basically where all of the playground equipment was. Oh, you got to be joking me! We burnt through all that already. Maybe this one sprays it out more slowly or something. Sprays it out slow. Spray it out slowly. Savvy's like, just trying to change the song. Oh, yeah. How have you been playing it tonight, Savvy? How are you liking it? I need 54 subscribers to 63K. Yeah, if there's anybody that's new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. We're just about to 63,000 subs. So we'll be there, probably be there by the end of the week. I'm sure of that. We gotta balance. Oh, I know what I can do. We'll put the front tank on here. Fill up the back, and then we'll fill up the front. You guys want to do a like spike? Everybody slap the like, slap the like, slap the like. Let's do a like spike, like spike, like spike. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, never mind. You played one mission, got to do homework. I'm doing a better job Wait, I'm doing a better job at not doing it. So Savvy Alloy, he's printing out. He's like 3D printing the spaceship from the last Starfighter for me, and I believe the print was supposed to take 9 hours, which could mean it's done right now. So I think, Savvy, the more important thing is to stop doing your homework and go to the lab and see how the print's going. No, I'm totally kidding. I'm really looking forward to seeing what it looks like, though. I gotta admit. Bull Barrel, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's see. I'm trying to fake sick. Got any tips? No, you know, I watched the beginning of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and I thought that was going to be the end-all, be-all of faking sick, and boy, did that not work. Parents know that parents know when you're full of it, I think. Hey, Brad, the movie have seen. You've seen the Last Starfighter? Oh, it's a great movie. I'll pull that movie out today. I'll probably watch it about once a year. It's like one of my all-time favorite movies. You know, it's got a feel-good ending. It's just a fun movie to watch. And it's actually one of the very first movies to feature like CGI in their cutscenes. I think the only one before then, I want to say, was Tron, but Tron used oh gosh, what is it? I think Tron mainly used rotoscoping, so it's kind of a combination, though. You mean the last movie I watched? What's the last movie I watched? Oh my gosh, what was the last movie I watched? I'm sure it was on Netflix, because I haven't watched any DVDs or Blu-rays in a while. Oh, probably the last movie I watched all the way through. I did watch that new Star Wars movie, which is what is it? The Force. It's not the. Is it the Force Awakens? No, the Force Awakens was the first one. It's whatever the one after that was called. What was it called? I don't know. The Phantom Suck. It was a terrible movie. It's by far the absolute worst Star Wars movie in all of this series. I mean, it's got a few good parts, but by and large, it's absolutely the worst Star Wars movie ever. The Last Jedi, that's it. The Last something. Oh, it was so terrible. Dude, eat raw chicken for sure. You'll be sick then. Only if it contains salmonella. If you really want to get sick, leave it out for a while. No, absolutely do not eat raw chicken. Do not let it set and then eat it. You could potentially kill yourself. It could be that dangerous. So I watched that. Oh, I watched The Green Mile a couple weeks ago because that was on Netflix. If you haven't watched The Green Mile, absolutely amazing movie. I still cry like a little girl sometimes when I watch. No, not really, but I'll tear up. I definitely will. Let's see. Not the last movie. Yeah, this is what I'm hoping for with whatever the next Star Wars movie is. I hope that it makes up for the sins of The Last Jedi and makes everything seem, make sense. And they got the work cut out for them because Carrie Fisher's dead. I don't know how they're going to deal with that. I mean, it's going to be an absolute hot mess, I feel. And I don't know. All right, let's see. What's going on the farm? I've been sitting here talking, not getting any work done. M1 Studio says he's going to be in the next Star Wars movie. Yeah, right. I'll believe that when I see it. Okay, let's turn that off. Ooh, we got Bay working in there. She's there we go. All right. Let's get this bit done right there. Solo, a Star Wars movie, was excellent. I'll be... Contract on Field 12 is finished. Alright, so we can just go ahead and finish that one immediately. And we got that. We got another fertilizing mission, but I think that's really going to be it for today. I don't really want to do too much more. Getting a little bit crazy here. All right. But no, well, number one, I love the Millennium Falcon. Like, I've always really liked like spaceships and starships. So, like the USS Enterprise from Star Trek, and like the Gunstar from the Last Starfighter, the Millennium Falcon. Trying to think of what other spaceships. Oh, the Jules Verne from Explorers, which was just a tilt-a-whirl. Oh gosh, what other spaceships do I like? You know, now that I'm on the spot, I can't really think of anything. The USS Atlantis? What's that from? Is that like from Stargate SG-1 or something? Battle Beyond the Stars. What was the ship? Yeah, the original Battlestar Galactica I like. I did not like the redone Galactica from the newer series. What is the ship from Battle Beyond the Stars? I know exactly the one that's got the big boobs in the front. I'm pretty sure that's the ship. For lack of a better description, that's what the front of it looked like. Aiden Hoffman says, I subscribe to your channel and put on post notifications. Thank you so much, Aiden. I appreciate it. It's a Navy ship that's no longer in service. Oh, I got you. I'm talking about like spaceships here. Not like sea ships. I'm trying to think. Bram, are you going to stream? Stream? Oh, stream. Am I going to... Am I going to stream a long time? We'll see. I'm not really sure. We kind of got a late start to the stream tonight, so I kind of don't want to stream too late. But we'll just have to see. Now I'm completely lost because I don't watch like any sci-fi flicks. See, I've always liked science fiction because I've just always liked like space and, you know, like from Star Trek, you know, I've always liked the positivity that, you know, someday we'll be out, you know, flying around the stars and things like that. So that's, you know, that's me for sure. I'm just trying to think of like other spaceships. Really, the Enterprise, the US. I actually like the one from the original series. Kind of. I actually like the refit version, the one that is from the original Star Trek, the motion picture. I like the USS Enterprise D from Star Trek: The Next Generation. Trying to think. I'm just trying to think of like other spaceships that I really like. Don't say anything from Babylon 5, because I never did like like, one of my friends loved Babylon 5, but he's like almost insane, so I can't really trust anything that he likes. Okay, what's going on over here? Why is that not... Oh, that's the part that I already limed. Okay. And then it went back over it. All right. I don't know what's going on here. He's trying to turn around and do something. But that is probably going to be all the lime on my field. Let's look and see, you guys. Yeah. Field 20 needs limed, but... I don't know the lime you lime. Alright, so let's go back. Probably gonna plant soybeans again, just because they're really profitable right now. Nell is the name. Oh, that's right, Nell. Yeah, that's it. Oh my gosh. That's like really bringing back some memories there. That ship was actually used in 2 movies, Battle Beyond the Stars, and I cannot remember the other one. But those were like early James Cameron movies. Didn't James Cameron... I don't know if James Cameron directed Battle from Beyond the Stars, but he was either like the cinematographer or like the, you know, like the head cameraman, or maybe like the special effects guy. I'm pretty sure it was James Cameron. You know, James Cameron, the guy that did Avatar. All right. No, wrong one. All right, drop that. Where's my cedar at, by the way? I think the cedar's riding down on there. Who wants to help me? Oh, come on. That's not even funny to joke about. God. Let's see. I play a survival game called Empyrean. Could you make your own? Oh, you can make your own spaceships. It's pretty cool. I've actually seen that. I've thought about like trying it, but then I'm like, I got so many other things on my plate, and like once you play Star Citizen, you're just kind of like, everything else is just subpar. Art direction by Charles. James Cameron is Jim. Yeah, Jim Cameron was in it. So James Cameron and Charles Breen were both art directors on Battle from Beyond the Stars. I remember that he had something to do with it, though. All right, let's go down this way. And then now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start selling some of all of our crop here, because we've got I think still got a pretty good price on wheat. We made some decent money doing those jobs, which I'm happy about. Okay, so we got that. We got him. Yeah, Battle Beyond the Stars was in 1980. I remember seeing, I think it was in 3D when it first came out. I think that was actually filmed in 3D. Because like back then, they were like with the with how popular Star Wars was, they were basically, trying to pump out all these, science fiction movies as fast as they could. Battle Beyond the Stars was one of them. And I'm pretty sure they shot it in 3D, because I think it was there were a bunch of 3D movies that came out back then, and I'm pretty sure that Battle Beyond the Stars was one of them. Like do a search for Battle Beyond the Stars 3D and see if they actually released that in 3D. Because I distinctly remember watching it in 3D, but I don't remember. Well, I think that I watched it. You know how it's, I was less than 10 years old then. I'll just leave it to that. And so, oh, we knocked our sign down. Oh, well. All right, so there's nothing in here. Just gonna pull this up kind of right here for right now. Okay. And the John Deere. Okay, off we go. I have no idea what you're saying, but it's interesting. Now we're just talking about movies and stuff, like science fiction movies. What's my favorite vehicle in Farming Simulator 19? Ooh. That's kind of a difficult question to answer. I'm going to say all the John Deeres because we've got John Deeres. Probably the John Deere S790 Combine because it's the biggest John Deere Combine. Beyond that, man, I haven't really thought about it. I don't really think of you know, it's like I'm not one of those people that's like, oh my God, this is my favorite farm machine. Yeah, I just don't. John Baker said it was not made in 3D. Though for some reason, I swear it was made in 3D. If it wasn't Battle from Beyond the Stars, I cannot remember. Wait, was Michael Ironside in Battle from Beyond the Stars? I think he was. Oh, it's going to drive me nuts. Now I'm going to be thinking of that all night. Like, what was that movie I saw in 3D as a kid? All right. So, okay. So the first thing I think we're going to do is we're going to sell some wheat. So we're going to pull up here. And let's see what we've got. Wrong. We've got 99,000 wheat. Oh, it's right up the street too. Restaurants. So we're gonna start off with eating our Wheaties. Are these all the tippers I have? I just want to make sure it's all that we have. I think that it is. Okay, he's finished. So we'll move him to field 24 and 25. Too bad the collision mechanics aren't better. Yeah, I think they need to work on the log, you know, the log forks and stuff, cars and stuff like that. All right. Let's see here. Are there dogs in Farming Sim 19? There's one. You can buy one dog. There's like a dog that you can purchase. That yes. 40. So for $45,000, we're gonna get we should get close to 50,000 for all this. Oh my gosh, this tractor. I need to get a 6R. I think the 6R might be my next tractor purchase. Space Hunter, that's it. That's the one, I think. That Space Hunt. If you watch Space Hunter and Battle from Beyond the Stars, like you'll understand why they're easy to confuse. Does mowing the lawn count as harvesting? I guess if you were growing grass, it does. Tazzy Nate Gamer, hello. Let's see. That guy. That guy needs to be a runner, not a farmer. Wait, who? Did I miss something in chat? Man, YouTube is going up and down. It's absolutely crazy. Like, there'll be like, it's like 110, and then it'll, like right now it's 111. It just went down to like 90 people, and then bam, right back up again. Space Hunter was a Star Wars knockoff. Yeah, and not a good one. Molly Ringwald. Oh no, Molly Ringwald was in that. That's a fun movie though. Oh, I just went past the restaurant, didn't I? Herp a derp derp deedle derp it'll derp. There's the Resta Urante right there. Uh-oh, we might lose it. Trying to make sure we don't lose this. Just enough. All right. I just don't want it to get hooked up on the telephone pole here. All right, we're good. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? Oh, there we go. That's right, Molly Ringwald was in that movie. That was a fun movie, though. I mean, it wasn't like Star Wars, but yeah, I mean, it was kind of like that spaceshipy kind of movie. Yeah, I think that's the one I was thinking of. Now, I'm pretty sure Michael Ironside is in that movie. Space Hunters. Look up Michael Ironside and see if he was in Space Hunters. Everybody's like, who's Michael Ironside? And why were his sides made of iron? The Hooligans Outdoors, hello. Let's see here. If you can guess my name, I will drop out of school and the character you're playing as. Oh. Space Hunter Adventures in the Forbidden. That's another good one. Man. The movie Explorers. Oh, that was like my favorite movie. I like to watch that. I haven't watched it in a few years, but I have it on like DVD or Blu-ray or something like that. That's another movie that's just like fun, and I can totally relate to it because I grew up, you know, in that time, and it just really reminds me of my childhood. Like Explorers. What's the other one? The Last Starfighter, Tron, E.T. to some extent. I got really burnt out on E.T. E.T. was such a hit. It was such a huge movie that, you know, it's like I can't watch it as much as I can other movies. However, when it came out on Blu-ray, I did pick it up, and I watched it again. Of course, I cried like a little girl at the end. Like Drew Barrymore it's like making me cry right now. Drew Barrymore cries when like E.T.'s going away at the end, or no, when he's gonna die. Remember when E.T. was dying and they were shocking him with the paddles, and like Drew Barrymore's like, I mean, she's like a little girl. She's like what, 3 or 4 then? Oh my God, that's made that movie. E.T. is still a masterpiece. I know this is a little bit before the 80s, but Close Encounters of the Third Kind, absolutely one of the best movies ever made. I can watch that movie anytime, any place. You know, I always say The Shawshank Redemption is my #1 favorite movie of all time. Close Encounters of the Third Kind is probably my second favorite. You hated the movie E.T.? Oh no, it's such a good movie. But yeah, it was one of those movies where I did get sick of it. I didn't dislike the movie, but for a long time, everybody was like, E.T. this, E.T. that, E.T. lunchboxes, E.T. Happy Meals at, you know, Hardee's and, you know, Burger King and, you know, who knows where, I don't even remember. But, you know, all those places, it was like E.T. was absolutely everywhere. And I would say next to Star Wars, E.T. was probably like the first movie after Star Wars to really be marketed in a similar way, where you just saw it everywhere you looked. Tron was kind of like that too, in a way. The Fifth Element, that's a really good movie. That came out in the 90s. That's also one of my favorite movies. And Mila Jovovich is Smoking hot in that movie. Oh my gosh. If Mila Jovovich could just go back in time and be like Lilu from The Fifth Element just forever. Yeah. Shawshank Redemption was a great movie until I started working in prisons. Yeah, I could understand that. Brad, you're fired for ignoring me. See, I didn't ignore you. I just acknowledged your existence, Jonathan Schwartz. The movie that made Reese's Pieces. Yeah, Reese's Pieces were like E.T. Reese's Pieces. I actually still have some of my original. I think I still have them. Some of my original E.T. posters from. Like when you went to see E.T., like they gave you like a poster, and I still have them like in their original rolled up little plastic thingy bobbers. They're probably worth like $30 now. I don't know how much they'd be worth. All right, so while that's unloading, let's get in him. I don't know how many times I've seen E.T. I'm sure I've seen it at least 10 or 12 times. I've probably seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Probably 15 to 20 times. I've seen the original Star Wars probably 30 times or more. 52,000. Oh, golly, look how much money we got now. All right, well, in that case, let's go right in. And we're going to repay the loan. And we're probably not even going to get a... Nope. We don't even get a notification or like an achievement. You've repaid your loan. All right. So now how many... So we still have a... Okay, so we've got a pretty good price on... Oh, wait, no. So port grain elevator. Okay. So let's go back. We're going to get the rest of the soybeans. We're going to sell those. Got $73,000. We're actually doing pretty good now. So now that all of that is out of the way, you know, we can everything from here on out is going to be raw profit. Horizon 007, hey, how are you? And speaking of 007, love James Bond. I've probably seen Dr. No. Or no, not Dr. No. I've probably seen Goldfinger about 50 times because it was like one of the movies that I was kind of a lucky kid. My dad was really into like VCRs and videotapes and stuff. So whenever I wanted to copy a movie, you know, he'd get out his like really high quality, high fidelity, you know, tape deck, and we would, you know, go to the video store and rent a movie, and yeah, we would like copy movies all the time. Let's see, Moonraker. I had that one as a kid. The first one with Timothy Dalton. Oh gosh, I can't even believe I can't think of the name of that one. It was Timothy Dalton's first James Bond movie. It was somebody's gonna say it, and then I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I'm so dumb. It had that Aston Martin with the missile launchers in the front. Oh my god, I totally wanted that car when I was a kid. War Games, that's another really good one. I watched that a couple years ago. We've got 9,000 wheat left. I'm not going to worry about selling that. Sunflowers, soybeans, we're gonna be the soy. Why is everybody talking about movies? The Living Daylights. Yeah. Whoa, the living. See, I could never be in a boy band now. See what my voice is like. I used to love that song. And oh gosh, what's the girl that was in that movie? what is her name? Was it Olivia Diabo? Oh my gosh. Smoking hot. I was totally in love with her when I was young. Let's see here. What? I kind of want to sell something else. We got corn, we got wheat. I guess I'll sell the rest of the wheat since we don't have to go very far. Just remember that the wheat is in the back. Oh wait, let's make sure that wheat, yep, still good at the restaurant. All right, so okay, so we're on the third trailer right now. So all I have to do is pull up to the third trailer and sell. Yeah, Living Daylights is one of my favorite James Bond movies. The one that Timothy Dalton did right after that, which was License to Kill, that's probably one of the worst James Bond movies, which was really kind of sad. Like, I remember watching that like a few years ago, and I was like, oh my God, I remember it being bad because it always made me sad that Felix Leiter got killed in that movie. If you remember, they fed him to the sharks, and he died. Well, I guess the shark bit his arms off or something. I don't remember. It's been a while. But he died. And that's when James Bond, like, goes all rogue and, like, kills everybody. And then all the James Bond movies with Pierce Brosnan, those are all a complete write-off to me. I thought every single one of those was horrible. I can't watch any of those. They're just, oh my God, they're so terrible. But all the Sean Connery Bond movies I really enjoyed, except for, well, Thunderball was good and bad, kind of. It had some really bad moments. So I guess, yeah, I just lied. And then what was the other one? The Diamonds Are Forever, I think, is pretty bad too. But I would take watching Diamonds Are Forever over any of the Pierce Brosnan James Bonds. All right, so we got 10,000 there. Come on, let's go up here. See, we were just at like 100 and almost 120,000 viewers, and bam, just like that, it's down to 90 again. I mean, it's really crazy. YouTube must be having some problems again tonight, because this is really weird. I've never seen this happen on YouTube before. Why did I turn up this road? I got to climb up a hill, which is going to take long. Okay, well, whatever. Whatever, Brads. Come on, go. I can't wait to get a more powerful tractor. I do like, I'm going to keep this 6M though, just for doing, you know, like pallet work and probably, like, you know, fertilizing and stuff like that, because it's perfect for that. Best James Bond movie song was View to a Kill is awesome. And The Living Daylights is awesome. Those are like my two favorite. And I do like the Goldfinger theme too. Yeah, see right now, back up to 110 viewers. I mean, something weird is going on with YouTube tonight. I don't know what it is. Well, you have to stream from your phone to your PlayStation, and it kicked me to the video next in my autoplay list under this. R107 Gaming, hey, where have you been? I haven't seen you around in a while. I'm doing pretty good tonight, though. Hopefully you are doing well as well. And then we're right back down to 90. I mean, it's just like something is going on with YouTube, because it's, yeah, like mine will show like 120 1 second, and then it'll show 90. It's really weird. I should take like a screen grab on my Mac and then just cut out the analytics for the stream. It's like a saw blade. It just goes up and down and up and down. It's really weird. Never had anything like that happen before. Come on, move. And it's been doing that since like I first started streaming, so something really... Oh, 90,000, 100,000. Oh my gosh, it's going, it's going, it's going. Gosh, are we gonna get up to 150,000 on this load? Wow, $61,000. All right, let's go to the next one. More soybeans. This will probably only be like 20,000 or something. No, it probably won't even be that much. But maybe it will, but maybe it won't. Oh my gosh. 20,000. Wow. Do I like the movie Goonies? Yeah, I like Goonies. Though I'm not one of those people that has to pull it out like all the time. Like I enjoy watching it when I watch it, but I'm not like a Goonies fanatic. Like every once in a while, like something reminded me. Oh, I heard the Goonies song like on the radio or something the other day, and I was like, oh my god, the Goonies song. And then I did think about grabbing it off the shelf and putting it in and watching it, but I just didn't. The worst part is when one slice flew. What? You got half melted cheese in your hand. Oh man, that's always fun. Yay, half melted cheese. Dang, I know, man. People are like, Brad, why are you always doing soybeans? Because I'm trying to make money. What do you think? Oh, let's pull over really quick. I want to check on my seeder. He is done. I don't know what he has done, but he's obviously done something. Let's see. Okay, so those. Okay, so all we have to do is field 22, I guess. Okay, I sold soybeans for over $3,000 per liter. Yeah, we had a price. I think it was on this stream like a couple nights ago. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I think it was a couple nights ago, and it was like up to $3,300 or something like that. All-time best movie ever is Top Gun. No. I mean, it had some cool movies in it, but Kelly McGinnis was freaking ugly. I'm sorry. She was not Tom Cruise material. Freaking Meg Ryan. They should have swapped Meg Ryan and Kelly McGinnis. Because Meg Ryan was smoking hot. She's got that teary, cryy girl thing going on that all the guys, just turn to mush over. And yeah, Kelly McGinnis, I cannot. Whenever I'm watching Top Gun, I have to like fast forward through like every single Kelly McGillis scene. I'm sorry, but whoops. But nope, she's not my type at all. What the heck is going on? Why is it not? No, look. What? No. There we go. There, now it's working. Jeez. Jeez Louise. 75 likes. Come on, guys. Let's get up to 100 likes. We need 25 more. If you haven't slapped that like button, let's do it right now. Let's at least get up to 100 likes for tonight. Yeah, Inner Space was a good movie. I just watched that, I think, last summer. I think that was on Netflix, and I watched it. And yeah, that's a good movie. It was actually a lot better than I remember it being. I remember seeing that in the movie theater. Empire Strikes Back is the best movie ever. I used to not like Empire Strikes Back all that much because it was like definitely the darkest one. But as I've gotten older, I definitely think that it's, I kind of underrated it. I would say my favorite Star Wars movie of the original trilogy is still probably Return of the Jedi. Even though the Ewoks are pretty corny, that last, the space battle at the end is absolutely the stuff of legend. Phantom Menace is... No. Is it time to sell eggs yet? I think we've got some eggs. We'll sell those probably at the end. It's the end of the episode as we know it. It's the end of... No, it's not. I'm just kidding, guys. Wait, did I hire a worker? I think I did. Okay. All right, let's start him up. Come on, get her going. Get her done. Do I like old Western movies? Not really. I've never been a big, like, Western fan. Like the old Flash Gordon movies, like the old serials from like the 30s or 40s or whenever that was. The old Superman movies. The quest for peace was pretty bad though. Like Superman 1 and 2 were good. I don't remember Superman 3. And then I think Superman 4 was the quest for peace, right? Let's see. Schindler's List is a good movie. The Pianist, I'm pretty sure I watched that movie, but I was kind of underwhelmed by it. I think I saw it when it like first came out, like on DVD. Well, Superman 1 and 2 with Christopher Reeves were both... The first one was good. The second one was pretty good. The third one I think was largely forgettable because I've obviously forgotten about it to the point where I don't even remember what it was about. And then... what was it? Yeah, Superman 4, The Quest for Peace was just... Oh my gosh, it was so terrible. And I think they even reused footage from Superman 1 for that movie. If I remember correctly. Can I talk français? Je m'appelle Bradim73. I know a little, that's really all the French I know. You know, which is kind of sad because I took French in high school for like a whole year and literally remembered nothing about it. Nope. Let's see. Let's get there. All right. Okay, so we are going to need we're going to need this guy here. But we're going to need to take all the lime out of it. I almost said chalk. That would have been wrong. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is a good movie, though. Yeah, if it's an old Western with Clint Eastwood in it, yeah. Clint Eastwood's the bomb. When Harry Met Sally, it was okay. Not a huge Billy Crystal fan, to be honest. I don't dislike the guy, but woo, there we go. But I don't see Meg Ryan with Billy Crystal at all. In no universe does that happen. Helper Eye is blocked by... Where's Helper Eye? Oh. Alright, so what I'm going to do here... let's see. I don't know about his new movie. I don't know either. How do you play with a steering? I play, like right now I'm playing with mouse and keyboard. But when I'm driving, like on the road, I'll usually pop out the Xbox 360 controller. I do not use a steering wheel. It's just too much work to constantly take up and put down, because I'd have to do it every day, like every day. If I'm live streaming, if I'm recording, like just an episode, I got to do it all the time. And it just, you know, it just gets to be crazy after a while. You just don't want to use it. So I don't use steering wheels. Can you drive the Tripper? You can, kind of. You can move it forward and backwards, but you can't actually, like, turn. The movie What Dreams May Come. Oh, that's the Robin Williams one, isn't it? Yeah, that one was like I was really looking forward to seeing it, and I saw it, and I swear I wanted to kill myself when I was done. Another movie. What was the other movie? Oh, Brad Pitt Fight Club. Like, I walked out of that movie and I was like, I want my money back. I don't know what the heck I just watched. Like, I literally was like, what in the heck did I just watch? And what did I just pay for? Because I was just like, like, the friends that I went with, they were like, oh my God, that movie was amazing. And I was like, that is like the worst twist. I mean, it had some funny parts in it, but that's the only time I've ever seen Fight Club, and I guess maybe I'd have to see it again. Like, but I don't want to waste my time watching it again. Kind of like Seven. That's another Brad Pitt movie that I wish I never watched. I wanted to, like, oh my God, like the ending of that was like so terrible. I don't even want to talk about it. That Fight Club is a good. No, Fight Club is not a good movie. Yeah, John Mitchell or Gene Mitchell. That just asked about Seven. I just did mention that, and so he probably hasn't heard me talk about it, but yeah, I felt so bad for him at the end. I would have done the exact same thing that he did at the end of that movie, like no doubt about it. I would have put that guy down. I mean, if it was my wife, I don't care if you're a cop or what. That's exactly what you're gonna do, but. To his credit, I guarantee you he got off for that crime. There's no way he would have been convicted. Because that would have just been like, you just lost your mind, my friend. Alright, so what were we supposed to do here? Fertilizer. Alright, so let's run up. We're going to get some fertilizer. Yeah, let's run up to the store. We'll buy a few things of fertilizer now that we've got money. It's going to be like, what? What in the world are you doing, Brad? The Usual Suspects is a good one. Michael. I like that one. I haven't seen that in a long time, though. John C. Pepper hates Brad Pitt. I used to hate him when I was, like, younger, only because my girlfriend at the time, like, had this crush on him. And, of course, my name's Brad. His name's Brad. And, like, she would, I would catch her and her friends talking about Brad Pitt, and I was just like, oh, my God, I hate this guy. And then, I don't know, we just broke up and... wasn't so much of an issue anymore. Let's see here. Can you do a like spike? Do you guys want to do a like spike? Hit that like button right now. Wait, are we still not at 100 likes? Are you kidding me? Brad Pitt's a good actor, but you hate that chicks are crazy. Yeah, I think he's probably a little bit overrated, but hey, we're jealous men, right? Let's see. Ladder 49. I haven't seen that one. Good Morning Vietnam is completely forgettable. I don't know why that movie was... In my opinion, I've never been a big Robin Williams fan. Mrs. Doubtfire was good. And literally, if you're like, name a Robin Williams movie, there's two of them that I can name. Other than Good Morning Vietnam. But right off the top of my head, if I really had to think about it, the two that stand out of my mind is Mrs. Doubtfire and Good Will Hunting. And those are the two that and honestly, if I never saw Mrs. Doubtfire ever again, I wouldn't be any worse for wear. I do, however, like Good Will Hunting. That movie is for, when you think that Matt Damon and Ben Affleck wrote that movie, I mean, it was a masterpiece. I can still watch it to this day and be like, That movie's awesome, even though I like Matt Damon, but I do think that Ben Affleck is probably like a gigantic douchebag. I don't know what it is. Like, I can look at people's faces. I can see how they act, you know, react to things. And I don't know. He's had some drinking problems here lately. You know, he's had some other issues going on. But, you know, he just strikes me as the kind of person that I personally wouldn't want to be friends with. Let's get a couple more of these. Okay, that was 4 more, not a couple. But yeah, I just think Ben Affleck would be... I think he's a terrible Batman. I would take George Clooney's Batman over Ben Affleck's Batman. Ben Affleck is only good in Kevin Smith movies. Yeah, he was wait, was he in Chasing Amy? I think he was in Chasing It. Chasing Amy is the only Kevin Smith movie that I cannot stand to watch. Maybe because there's so much truth in it. But, yeah, Chasing Amy is like a hard movie to watch. Cannonball Run movies. Cannonball 1 was it's a fun movie. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like going to win any like Oscars or anything, but yeah, it's a fun movie. Just trying to think of some other ones. Yeah, you know, when Robin Williams, you know, killed himself, I was just, I really couldn't care. Like, you know, I think that, you know, people talk about Heath Ledger in Batman Returns, and yeah, his Batman was awesome. You know what ruined that movie? Batman Returns was a good movie. Heath Ledger, I think, was fine, but there's one thing that completely ruined that entire movie for me. Batman Returns. Wait, no, not Batman Returns. The Dark Knight. That's it. The Dark Knight. Not Batman Returns. The Dark Knight was an awesome movie except for one thing. What was that one? I'm going to ask you guys. You guys tell me what the absolute most horrible sin they made with that movie. What was it? Everybody's going to be like, we have no idea. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes though, just to see what you guys say, to see what you guys come up with. All right, so we're done. Let's see, we can go ahead and fast forward time. Jim Carrey was actually a pretty good Riddler. Yeah. Yeah, that was good. Actually, wait, wasn't he in that was the Val Kilmer Batman movie. I actually liked Val Kilmer as Batman. I'll take Val Kilmer Batman any day over Ben Affleck Batman. What's my opinion of Stan Lee? I think he's like one of the last good guys out there in Hollywood. I really do. I think Stan Lee was a really great guy. You know, all of his heroes were, you know, wholesome. And I think, like, if you look at what DC is doing with, like, Supergirl and The Flash, you know, season 1 of Supergirl is great. The first few seasons of The Flash is great. Now it's like all social justice warrior stuff, and it's like completely unwatchable. I'm sick of watching it. I'm sick of that kind of stuff. It's like, you know, I'm the first person that's like, look, can't we all get along? But enough's enough. But come on, Gene Mitchell, you just won. Maggie Gyllenhaal ruined The Dark Knight. You go to a 10, from a 10, we're talking, oh, what's her name? I always forget her name. Tom Cruise's ex-wife. What's her name? It's late. What is her name? I can't believe I can't remember what the heck her name is. Are we fast? Yeah, we're fast forwarding time, right? Meow. Katie Holmes. Oh my gosh. I just had to see a picture of her. I didn't even see her name. Katie Holmes. Katie Holmes is a 10. Okay? Katie Holmes is a 10. Maggie Gyllenhaal is like a 4 maybe. And ugh. And then she's like Jake Gyllenhaal's sister. So when I look at her face, I don't see Maggie Gyllenhaal's face. I see Jake Gyllenhaal's face. Forrest Gump is a great movie. Yeah, but you know, what was his girlfriend's name? Penny? Was it Penny? Or Pet? What was Forrest Gump's girlfriend? Like, she was an absolute biznatch to Forrest. Like go back and watch Forrest Gump again, and she basically treats him like dirt. Like, once they grow up, then she takes advantage of him to, oh my gosh, it just, and at the end, she dies. She goes out, she basically sleeps with everybody except for him, then sleeps with him. How Forrest Gump didn't get AIDS, I have no idea. Jenny, that's it. And, yeah, that's right. Oh, Jenny. And, yeah, like, she just turned, like, full-on hippie and, like, I don't know. Oh, it was so terrible. You just wanted them to, like, fall in love, and they never did until she had basically destroyed herself as a human being. And I don't know. That Forrest Gump was another movie that I found incredibly depressing. Like, the whole movie, I was like, this is a really great movie. And then at the end, they're like, Jenny got AIDS and now she's dead. And then you're supposed to go home and feel good about yourself? No, man. That was too much for me. Okay. Let's see. We need to slow down time because we have to do the fertilizing. Let's see. Sleepless in Seattle. That was actually not a bad movie. Do you remember You've Got Mail? Let's see. Somebody else mentioned Gladiator was a good movie, and then there was talks of Gladiator 2. Tom Hanks in Big. Yeah, Big was a great movie. And it was funny. It's got Tom Hanks in it. Who doesn't like Tom Hanks? Everybody likes Tom Hanks. When has Tom Hanks ever done a bad movie? I can't really think of one. Let's see. Up, tip. Go forward, go. Boy, we've really touched on a lot of subjects tonight, especially with regards to all the different movies. I love it, though. You guys are awesome. Bosom Buddies. I remember that one. Sleepless in Seattle actually has a good soundtrack. Wait, Mal Havoc 1993. You don't like Tom Hanks? Why don't you like Tom Hanks? Or are you just saying that to be like the odd man out? What has Tom Hanks ever done to you? Let's see. Polar Express. I never saw it. Philadelphia. Never saw that one. Like Philadelphia, I just, like, you could look at it and be like, man, that's going to be a depressing movie. And just based on that, I didn't want to watch it because I just knew it was going to be like one of those movies that you're just going to be like, okay, I'm going to go home and like contemplate my being, You know, you know what I mean? You're just like, oh, I can't take it. Castaway. Castaway was another good movie. Castaway is one of those movies that I can only really watch once. I think I've seen Castaway like twice maybe, but you know, me being a pilot, watching that crash scene was like absolutely traumatic, because you know I could definitely relate to that on a personal level. Then he's on this island for I don't know how many 7 years or something like that. I don't remember how many years it was. You know, he died, and then his girlfriend or fiance or wife or whatever, you know, he's declared dead, and then he shows up and his wife's like moved on, and she was like the only thing in his life that kept him alive and kept him going was because he wanted to see his wife again. and then it's like, but then he meets a hot chick at the end, so then it's not so bad, right? Okay, so let's go. Okay, I think we just have the last field to do, right? Field 20. Shutter Island was a really confusing movie. I don't think I've ever seen that. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I never saw. I don't. Well, no, I think I did see it, but yeah, Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit are very, very good movies. But I liked. I mean, I grew up with The Hobbit. I was probably introduced to The Hobbit by the old. Was it the old Rankin Bass cartoons from like back in the 70s? I read The Hobbit several times, you know, growing up, and I don't think I read The Lord of the Rings until I was in college. It might have even been after I was in college. No, I guess I was in college when I read it. But I've probably read the Lord of the Rings book and The Hobbit more than any other book I've read. I used to read the Lord of the Rings about once a year, like through the 90s. I bet I've read Lord of the Rings probably 10 times, like 8 to 10 times. If I had to put a number on it, I'm sure I've read it at least 8 times. But I haven't read it in like several years. And what's really strange to me about reading the Lord of the Rings, and I'm not going to make comparisons between the book and the movie, and oh, the book is better, and you know, the movie does some things better than the book, and the book does some things better than the movie. That being said, one thing that I think is amazing about the Lord of the Rings books, to me, is it seems like every time I read it, it changes. There's something that I see in the book that I didn't remember from before, or there's something that seems that I remember differently. I mean, it's strange that you know, that it's that kind of a book that does that to your mind. And in a lot of ways, I think that because it does that to your mind, it makes it the kind of book that you want to read more often. And you probably don't want to like read all the way through it and then start it over again. Like, give yourself a year or two to recoup, because it is a mentally exhausting book. There's a lot of language in it that is, you know, complicated. It's, you know, slightly older English. It's British English and not American English. So, you know, there's that going for it or against it, depending on, you know, your proclivities for the English language. But the book is a masterpiece, no doubt about it. Let's see. Clerks 2 describes how I feel about Lord of the Rings best. Oh gosh, I'd have to go back and watch that. I know exactly the scene that you're talking about, but I can't really I can't really remember the details of it. Are we seriously not getting weeds? Oh, there's the weeds coming in. There's a weed there the way holds. All right, so I guess we're going to have to head back and do the weeding. Did I ever watch Lost? Yes, I've watched Lost. I actually have Lost on Blu-ray. I had it on DVD and then I bought it on Blu-ray when the big crazy box set came out. Yeah. Lost is awesome. There's only one... Oh, gosh, I can't remember the name of all the characters. I remember Jack and... oh, gosh. Kate. But, oh, I can't remember the guy. He was the guy that died when the plane fell off the cliff. You remember the guy that... It was in about the middle of season 1, and... He goes into that plane and he's going up to the front and the plane starts to shift and John Locke is with him and then the plane falls over the edge and then John Locke shows up at camp and he's like bleeding to death and Jack, oh, I cannot watch that episode. It's just, I don't like IVs, number one, like keep needles the heck away from me. Ugh. I just cannot watch that episode. I have to like edit all the yucky stuff out of it. But no, the rest of the okay, here's my experience with Lost. I was a pilot. I'm a commercially licensed pilot. Stopped flying back in early 2003, I guess. Because I just knew that, the airlines were kind of dying at that time, and it was just a bad time to be a pilot. And, let's see, I'm going to speed this up. We're just going to do 15 per... Oh, no. Wait. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it through this next bit here. Oh, wait. Oh, that's not... Okay, never mind. Never mind. My dad... was like, Brad, you need to watch Lost. It's a really good show. And the way I'm thinking of Lost is I've only seen the promos on television of the plane crash on this deserted island. And I'm thinking, okay, Lost is going to be castaways, but with a bunch of people that nobody likes, right? And so I didn't want to watch it. My dad was like, you got to watch this show. You got to watch it. You got to watch it. I'm like, Dad, I'm not going to watch it. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch the plane crash. And my dad was always like, well, there's always there's something about it that, I can't tell you what it is, but, there's something about, there's just something about this show that there's more to it than that. It was like that kind of a thing. And so I'm just like, I don't want to, no, I remember like getting mad at my dad, and I'm like, Dad, I'm not going to watch this show. And like actually getting mad at Dad. So finally, it was the summer in between season 1 and season 2 of Lost. If you've ever watched Lost, the big thing was what's in the hatch. Now, I hadn't watched the show, okay? But it was about 3, maybe 4 weeks before season 2 came out. Season 1 came out on DVD. I had wanted to get it for my dad's birthday, and so I kind of gave my dad an IOU on his birthday. I said, there's something I want to get you, but I got to give you an IOU because I can't get it yet. So season 1 of Lost came out on DVD because I wanted to buy it for my dad because he just absolutely loved that show. Season 1 came out on DVD. I went and bought it for Dad on DVD, and I gave it to him. I was like, here's your belated 3 months later, 2 months later or something birthday present. And so he goes home and unwraps it, I guess, and he watches the whole series in like a week. So my dad and I, we always had this thing where, we would get together like every Wednesday or Thursday or something. No! Oh no. Am I gonna lose the weeder? Am I gonna lose this? Okay, so we got weeds everywhere. Okay, good. Oh, thank gosh. So Dad's, you know, we meet up a week later after I'd given him the DVDs, okay? And so my dad would, you know, sometimes I would drive, most of the time he would drive, because you know how dads are when your dad takes you out to eat. Oh, I'll drive. And so Dad, I get in the van, and I look down in between my dad drove a van, by the way. So I I look down in between the seats, and I see this Lost DVD set that I, you know, gotten him for his birthday. And I'm like, Dad, I was like, you didn't take this in the house. Oh, no, I already watched it. You know, I rewatched the whole thing. And I was like, well, why do you have it in the van? He's like, because I brought it so that you could watch it. And I'm like, dang it, Dad, I'm not going to watch it. You know, stop bugging me about it. I don't want to watch Lost. So I'm all mad, and so we're at dinner. We always went to the same steakhouse, and you know, the whole time, Brad, you really need to, you know. And I was like, I was getting so mad, like, stop bugging me about watching Lost. So anyway, we get home, and he drops me off at my house, because the place we went to was always halfway between where I lived and he did. So he drops me off at home, and I'm getting ready to get out of the van, and my dad's like, Brad, no, I'm going to tell you. You know, just take it. You don't have to watch it. But if you want to watch it, you know, there you have it. And so Games for You says, sounds like my dad, and always trying to get you to do something. Exactly. So I was like, okay. So he takes it and he puts it in this bag, like this plastic bag. And I, you know, like a shopping bag. I don't know if it was like TJ Maxx or Kroger. I don't know what it was. So he puts it in this bag and he gives it to me. And I walk in the house, and Dad goes home and does his thing. And I don't know, the next day, I think he called me up and, did you watch it yet? No. So finally I start seeing promos on television for season 2 of Lost. Couldn't care less about it. Wasn't really paying attention to it at all. But I was seeing it, and in the back of my mind, I was like, it seemed like I was home one weekend and I didn't have anything to do. I was bored out of my skull. And finally, I resigned myself to watching like the first, I think it was the first episode. It might have been the first 2 episodes. Because who was it that said they liked Lost? I've already lost the name. Ah, the irony. I think the smoke monster. No, it's not the smoke monster. You hear the smoke monster at the end of the first episode. I don't think you see it until later on in the season. You might see it for a second, but you don't really see it until really late in the first season, and then you're like, what the heck's going on? But I didn't know anything about that at this time. And so I take the DVDs out. I go in, I'm watching the show, I'm watching the plane crash, and I'm just feeling bad because, I'm a pilot. I don't like watching planes crash. And, they're on the island, everybody's like, trying to get supplies, and everybody's sweating and fighting about who's going to eat all the food and that kind of stuff. And then at the end of the episode, Mr. Frankfurt says, I'm salty, Brad. At the end of the episode, you hear the smoke monster. You don't know what it is, but you're like, it's like a giant mechanical mecha dinosaur in the woods. It's like a big robot dinosaur back there. That's what that is. That was my first thought, okay, watching Lost. And I'm like, I was like, okay, I'm going to watch it long enough to find out whatever the heck that was back in the woods, right? And so I start watching the series. And then, you know, everything happens and, you know, John Locke finds the hatch and he can't get into the hatch. And then, you know, the end of the episode, like, what's in the hatch? And everybody, who was I, a pilot? I never flew for an airline. I just got my commercial rating. I was actually working on my flight instructor certificate when, well, let's see. I'm trying to remember when exactly all this happened. Because you see, 9/11 was in 2001. So, yeah, 2000. I guess I was probably just either starting on my CFI or finishing my instrument rating. You know what? I think I've got my instrument. I have to look back at all my check rides, but I might have been in summer of 2002 when I got my instrument rating, because I did the instrument rating and then I did the commercial immediately after that, which didn't take long at all. And because the commercial rating is really not very difficult, you just have to demonstrate some flight maneuvers and stuff. And then I started working on my CFI. And 9/11 had happened, and I was seeing all of these pilots that used to be CFIs at the airport I flew at, and they were all coming home. They were all getting furloughed. Furloughed means, you know, you're basically getting fired or, you know, laid off. They were all getting furloughed, and I'm just like, there's not going to be a future for me in aviation like this. So anyway, get back to Lost. I'm like, what's in the hatch? And so for some part of me was like, my dad must know what's in the hatch because he's watched the show. He might know more about it than I do. I don't know. So I called Dad up. So what's in the hatch? Oh, I don't know what's in that. And I'm sitting there thinking, my dad somehow survived that whole summer in between the end of season 1 and the beginning of season 2, not knowing what the hatch is. Here I am. Did I not weed field 24 and 20? Oh my god. Here I am. It's like I watched the entire season of Lost in like a week. I get pulled in. I get the first episode. I get the first few episodes in this first day, and I'm not even joking. I think I went through the whole series in like 5 days. Maybe less than that. It's like at most 2 weeks from when I get to the last episode of season 1 of Lost to the first episode of season 2, and my brain is exploding. Like, I'm like, what's in the hatch? What's in the hatch? What's in the hatch? And my dad, we're calling each other every day. Like, have you heard anything? Like, have you heard any spoilers? What? Nobody knew what was in the hatch. It was absolutely amazing. And from then on, I was hooked, and I watched Lost religiously every night. It was on. If there was a storm and I couldn't get a good signal, because I didn't have cable, I refused to pay money for cable. Yeah, if like there was a storm and I couldn't get TV reception, I was ready to, like, you know, start World War III. Yes, the weeder is working. We can see it working around field 21. Though I'm going to have to... And it did work on field 19. The crop grew right before our eyes, but it did work. So now I think this is a bug. I think the intent of the weeder is to only work during the first growth stage. This is actually the second growth stage where I don't believe it's supposed to be working, but I don't have official word from Giants on that. But I'm pretty sure that this is working. Bo Bundy 007 says, I'm lost. I know. You have to watch this. If you've not watched Lost, I think it's still on Netflix. Definitely worth it. It's awesome. Brad Netflixing before Netflix was a thing. Wow. Oh, yeah. I could sit down with like a season of Star Trek The Next Generation on DVD and like binge watch the whole thing in a week. I still watch. Matter of fact, I'm watching Star Trek The Next Generation on Netflix. I don't even have to get my DVDs out anymore. If I want to see all the extra stuff, I can. But no. No, I love Star Trek The Next Generation. Absolutely, positively hate Star Trek Discovery. It's absolute. I think if Gene Roddenberry could see Star Trek Discovery, he'd probably have another coronary. Let's see. Didn't they have that bug for the weeder in FS17? I think they did, Ricky. I believe you're right. Axon Jason says, from what I heard, it works until the second growth stage, and on the third, yeah, on the third you have to use the third and fourth growth stages. You have to see. There's 4 plant growth stages. Let's go to filters, and we'll go to growth. You can see right here where it says growing. We've got the 4 colors. So right now, on the first 2 colors, you can use the weeder. On the second 2 colors, you have to use the sprayer. Star Wars is a better series than Star Trek? No. Story-wise, Star Trek blows Star Wars out of the water. But then again, Star Trek is kind of like our future, where Star Wars has nothing to do with humans, and it's like a galaxy far, far away. They look like us, but they are not us. Oh, come on, get this done. I just want to fast forward time. Yippity da boo deepy doo, lip it up beep boop beep poo. Wait. See, that's why I need another track. Let's see. I need to kind of look and start planning on what the next tractor. I'm definitely buying a tractor. Let's see. We could get a 7R. What is a fully upgraded 7R? 79,000. Oh, look at those. Those wide rear tires look. Oh, look at the rims on those. That looks really nice. And how many horsepower? 352. All right. Oh, look at those doubles. Ooh, that looks really cool. Wait, let's go back. Wide tires plus weight. Ooh, I do like that. Twin wheels. I'm not a big fan of twin wheels. I know some of you guys are like, twin wheels, and you're like, oh, but rear twin wheels aren't so bad in standard. Oh man, I actually like the wide tires with the wheel weights on this. That right there. Oh, that looks so cool. And then can we do what other? Trelleborg Michelin. Okay. Let's see what kind. Oh, look at the big Michelin logo. That's cool too. You guys. Let's see if we get wheel weights. Michelin wide tires. Oh, we don't get any wheel weights, man. So basically, if I wanted to do Trelleborg wide tires with weights, we're looking at 282,000. Which is only 120,000. You know what? If we get a good price on soybeans again, we should be able to get that off the next harvest to be able to get this tractor. Another thing, though, is we want to look at the type of seeders that I want, because seeding is definitely what's going to really speed things up. So we'll look at planters. Oh, wait, not planters. Seeders. The Stara, let's see, this one is 14 meters wide. The Amazon is 15 meters wide. Ooh. I've actually never used a Stara. This one's $10,000 more, but it is. I've been looking forward to using the Amazon Condor since like Farming Sim 2003, and I never seem to get to that point where I'm using it, especially in my series. You've got the Great Plains. This thing is huge. I can't believe how big it is. I was setting this up for the thumbnail for my Let's Play series, and I was absolutely shocked at how big this seeder was. But let's see. Let's look at the Amazon. How many horsepower does it require? 270. So yeah, anything 270 and up is going to be good. This one, 280. The Stara, oddly enough, requires 420. I mean, how do you go from 270 up to 420? Savvy Alloy asked, do you hear of any updates for Farming Simulator? When I talked to Lars today, he seemed to indicate that they were going to try to have the hotfix patch out later today. So that would be what? The 28th of November is when they were going to try to have that out. So, So hopefully, yeah, that'll be out. So I think I really want to shoot for the Amazon Condor, especially since I'm not going to be able to afford any tractor that's going to be that big. We've already got the Horse Pronto. Let's look at tractors a little bit more. We got the Case Optum. Let's see, the New Holland. I don't know if I really see myself buying a New Holland. So that only goes up to 313 horsepower? Wait, what was the T series? 352. Okay. Ooh, Dude's Far. I love the way these tractors look. They just have a really aggressive design. I kind of wish they wait. I can't really tell if the grill is. It doesn't look like the grill is transparent on this. I don't think that it is. What the heck is this big thing? I mean, there's like the exhaust stacks over there, but what the heck is this? It's like, hey, there's an exhaust stack. You're just kidding. I don't know what that. There looks like there's a vent on the back of it. Huh? I don't know. Okay, what can we get this sucker up to? 336 horsepower. That's it. Okay. For how much money? 266,000. Okay. We got the Massey Ferguson. Let's see. Oh, we got the R8 or the 8R. I'm sorry. We could get that up to 450 for almost $400,000. Look at this monster, though. Oh, it looks so cool. I mean, just look at that. It's just engine in there. Oh, it's so cool. But I can't afford that. Let's see, how much was it? 379,000. Let's see, what do we got for? So we got Michelin's. Ooh, we got wheel weights there. Can I get wide? Ooh, wide tires with wheel weights. Nice. We got dual wheels there. See, now this is a tractor that I think you could get by with doing dual, twin wheels. I keep saying dual wheels. That, yeah. And then standard. Yeah. Man, that thing looks awesome. Trying to see, look at the inside of it with the console and everything there. I guess it kind of looks reminiscent of the 6R interior. We also have the Fendt 900 Vario. This goes up to 396 horsepower. It is quite a bit more though. But I wouldn't mind getting a Fendt on the farm. But I think I'm probably going to use like the Fendt more for the European map and not, and use the John Deere stuff more on the American map. It is bigger than the Great Plains and the Big Bud DLC. I did hear something about the Big Bud DLC today. Right now, Giants is shooting for the first half of December to get it released. I won't be any more specific than that, but that is what they're shooting for. And I believe it is going to be a mod. It's not going to be like a DLC that, that you're going to have to pay for, from what I understand, or what I understood. Let's see. We also have the John Deere 8R series. This goes up. Oh, wait. Engine. This goes up to 420. 420 jokes. 420 horsepower. This is basically like just an 8R with tracks. You can see the wheel well right there. It's basically like they take the same tractor and then they put like a whole new back end on it with tracks on it. That's kind of a weird. I wonder why they do that. There's probably a reason why they do that. Okay, so that goes up to 431. Oh, look at the big radiator fan in there. That looks awesome. The Fendt. Oh, even that looks awesome. What does this go up to? 431. So these are actually a little bit more powerful than the John Deere's. Gosh, look at the back end. Look how complicated all the little bits and bobs are in there. Okay, we gotta get back there. We gotta get back to the other field because we gotta get her done. No idea on Follow Me. No idea on Courseplay. As far as people keep asking about the GPS mod, the other night I actually discovered. I should have known this before, but the guy that made the GPS mod, he's actually works for Cattle and Crops now. And so apparently, I don't know if he's not allowed to work on the mod. Obviously, Farming Simulator and Cattle and Crops are competing products. But from what I understand, he works for Cattle and Crops now. And if I'm wrong on this, by all means, somebody out there, you know, if you're the guy that does the GPS mod, get in touch with me or whatever and correct me. But yeah, that was what I heard. Actually, on the FS, I think it's like fs19mods.com. They actually had an article about it saying, yeah, oh, and by the way, this guy's working on Cattle and Crops. He's not going to be doing the GPS mod. So apparently, from what I understand, if there is a new GPS mod, it's going to be something completely new that somebody new is going to have to actually build from scratch. Or, you know, if they were able to get in touch with the original mod creator, get, you know, the original code off of him and permission for him to use it. So weeders are dumb, just spray them. Yeah, but spray costs money. Weeders don't. So I think spending money is dumber than not spending money. And they're going to take about the same amount of time. I have also not heard anything about seasons. Now, do keep in mind, the reason why we're not seeing mods right now also is because Giants Editor has not been released. The Giants Editor, I think that they did release, is incredibly buggy. And Giants is actually working on the bugs, you know, for the patch tomorrow or whenever it comes out. And then I think once they get the next patch out, they're going to work on getting the third-party Giant, or well, the updated version of the Giants Editor. That's, I guess, actually for Giant or Farming Sim 19. Would I ever consider using a mod for a pickup truck such as a Ram with a Cummins? I don't really know. I don't even understand why people would need to be that specific about a mod. Honestly, like a pickup truck in a farming game, I mean, it's almost like a decoration. You don't really use them for anything. So personally, I don't go out of my way to look for like pickup truck mods because, you know, I'm just the chainsaw. I just don't use those kind of mods. I mean, I barely use I barely use this little guy. Speaking of that, we gotta go sell some eggs. Have I noticed any major bugs yet? The most major bug that I've noticed is on my dedicated server, my multiplayer server, and that was that I rode a horse into the river on by accident on the European map, and it corrupted the whole save file. So I guess don't ride your horse into the river on the European map. Okay, we're gonna put this box right down the middle, right meow. Right like that. How about them apples? Speaking of Goodwill Hunting, how you like them apples? I don't know about those apples, Will. Those are some pretty salty apples. God. Okay. Strap them down and go into first-person mode because this thing, when you have the case is strapped to the back, yeah, it's, oh gosh. There goes my front suspension. Yeah, when you have the cases of eggs in the back, you can't drive this vehicle in third person from like a rear view. So hopefully they get that fixed too. What animals do you prefer? I think so far I really like the horses, though I haven't gotten any of the horses to 50,000 yet. Probably, well, I was going to say they're low maintenance, but they're actually pretty high maintenance, to be honest with you guys. Ah! I saw someone using the tank trailer with the Gator and it glitched through the tailgate. I guess, yeah, I guess that would be pretty bad. How am I, by the way? I am doing pretty good. Are you going to go full rage mode again about the American? Well, not yet, not today, not tonight. Ah, gosh, why can't I drive? I'm looking over at the comments here. Wait, why am I driving up to the ranch? I'm just assuming that the ranch has the best price on eggs, which it usually does, but... The central grain elevator, okay. And that's going to be in this directione. Wait, we have 2 great demands? What do we have great demands for? I demand to know what the great demands are for. Sunflowers, which isn't... Oh, that's right. And then... Ballet. Ooh. We actually have some... Oh, my gosh. Oh, gosh. We're going to get stuck on the railroad tracks, and then the train's going to come and demolish us. Okay, good. We got some barley that we could sell. No, was it barley or oats? Okay. First farm sim game that I prefer the German map over the American one. I'll be honest, I like both maps about equally. I like the way this map is set up. The only thing I don't like about it is there's garbage everywhere on it, and a lot of the buildings and houses are run down. Other than that, I do like the map. I like the dam. I like the bridges. You know, I just like the way everything's set up. The map feels so much bigger, and I don't know why I can't. It's just it feels much larger than like Gold Crest Valley or Westbridge Hills. Yeah, I just don't know why they went with that odd design choice to make everything look all, run down and paint running off. And like there's one of the grain mills has the whole backside of the mill like falling off. All right, here we go. $871, and again we get another box that we can't sell. Oh, yay! There we go. 871. So $871 a box. Now we can drive from the back. Yay! That was oats. Was it oats? Okay, let's take a look. I don't think I'm gonna sell that. Well. I think it's high enough that, yeah, we should probably sell that. Let's see here. Okay. Driving back home on a Thursday night. Wait, no, Tuesday night. Dalton Allen, hello. Cody Arnett, what are those boxes you just sold? Cody, those would be eggs. The eggs, you no longer have to go and pick those up manually. They basically spawn in boxes, and then when they're full, they spawn a new box, and then you can just pick them up, load them up in a pickup truck, or in this case, my little Gator here, and take them to the selling point. Uh-oh. We're going... Why do I have my cruise control set to third? I got my finger all the way down on the gas, and it's not even going 32 miles an hour, which should be the top speed for this thing, isn't it? Did I like blow a tire or something? One of my tires isn't inflated properly. Is there anyone that knows what all the icons stand for? D Hamby, if you go into my my Discord, I can actually send you the picture that's got everything labeled. I can post it in there for you if you really want. Okay, so we need, what do we need? We need this guy. Okay, where was that? Well, let's hook this up first. Okay, so we've got oats at the ranch. Okay. All right, let's do oats at the ranch. Wheat, barley, oats. How do you get Discord? Just Google Discord, and then you download the, you just download the client. It's like Skype or, you know, Facebook Messenger or something along those lines. I don't know if I should have gone this way or gone the roadway. Do I like that Gator? Yeah, I actually really like it. Yeah, their meat is good. Do the headers actually lock down on the header trailers, or is it just on there the best you can? I tell you that you set them on there, and I'm telling you, they don't move. Sometimes it's even a challenge to get them disconnected. But basically, I think what they did with the header trailers is they made it so that when, for example, like when you attach the combine, you know, when the header is attached to the combine, you drive up to the header trailer, okay? And then you detach the header. It's almost like a magnet in the header trailer turns on. You know, it's probably something in the game code or whatnot, but that's kind of the best way I could describe it. And it becomes very difficult to detach it. Even if you like drive a tractor up and like crash into it, sometimes it doesn't come, you know, loose. Sometimes you have to really, you know, wreck into it pretty good to get the header off there. It will come off the trailer, but me personally, I haven't had a problem with it yet. And, you know, and that's not to say that it, you know, nobody's going to have a problem with it. I don't know. But I haven't had a problem with it yet. I've actually had more problems realigning the combine with the header once it's on the trailer and getting it back off once I get to the destination. So that's more of the problem that I've had. But so I hope that answers your question. Skeet says, I mean, gator meat is good. Actually, you're right. I've had gator meat a couple times down in Florida, and it is delicious. Twisted Aussie, what is up? How are things down under? Uh-oh. Okay, we got to pay attention here for just a second. We're only going to get like maybe 15,000, you think? 13,005. All right. Not even 15,000. All right, so we got to drive back home. I can go ahead and we can go full blast on the time right now. I have BGA problems. Chaff doesn't unload. Are you talking about grass, like in the paddocks, like in the biogas bunkers? In order to drop off chaff to ferment at the BGA, you actually have to own the BGA now. You can't just take it up there. I think you actually have to buy it first. Everybody's like, no! Oh, look at those clouds. That looks freaking awesome. That looks so awesome. Okay. Am I like... Oh, I would have swore there's a car right behind me. Corn shaft doesn't you load in bunker. I have BGA problems. Yeah, if you... Well, let's just go over to the biogas is right here. Yeah, these two bunkers at the biogas plant, you actually have to purchase. Where is it? You actually have to purchase this plot of land in order to be able to use those bunkers. Let me find out how to get in here. Yeah, these bunkers right here. You actually have to own this area in order to use these two bunkers. Now, you can place your own bunkers down wherever you want. There are placeable, if you go to silos, you've got, you know, small bunker. It doesn't really say like what the capacity is. I wish that they did say what the capacity was. But you've got small to large double bunker, medium, small double bunkers, and then large, medium, and small single bunkers. These you can place anywhere you want. And, but yeah, if you want it, and so you can put those down and then sell the silage that you make right here. If you want to take it out and then, you know, bring it up here to sell, yes, you can do that. But from what I understand, you actually have to own this area in order to make biogas. Bob Honecker, your wife is pregnant. Congratulations. All the how soon until the end of your life as you know it? That's awesome. Congratulations, Bob. Let's see here. Yeah, BGA. When you sell, it makes your money at midnight. Wait. Yes, you own the BGA. Then when you sell it, you get your money at midnight game time. Huh, that's interesting. Where did I get Farming Simulator 19 from? Giants sent it to me, and basically they give me like a download link for preview, and I download it directly from the Farming-Simulator website. You have owned the Yeah, somebody says you have to own the BGA to sell it also. I don't think you do. I haven't tried that aspect of the game yet, so I'm not 100% sure. But I thought you could sell it there. You just couldn't, you know, use the bunkers. Because see, it's a sell point. The biogas plant, that's a sell point. And what am I telling? Okay, here we go. Virtual Farmer, welcome and good morning. Virtual Farmer says you have to own the BGA to use it. But do you have, like, if you have your own silage bunkers and you make your own silage, can't you take that silage and sell it at the BGA? That's the question I had. I know you have to own the bunkers to use the bunkers, or I know that you have to buy the BGA right here. Yeah, no, lands, come on. Wait, why is it? Yeah, you have to buy this area to use the bunkers at the BGA, but do you have to buy this area just to be able to sell the silage at the biogas plant? That's what my question is. That I don't know, because I haven't tried it yet. I'm slow, you guys. I'm slow on these things. Alright, so that's all hooked up and ready to go. There is the crop ready to go. There is the crop ready to go. Start the engine first. Wait. Let's see. Virtual Farmer says, yep, you still have to own the BGA to sell it. Really? Apparently, if you don't, it will accept it, but give you no money. Well, somebody was just saying above that when you sell at the BGA, it gives you your money at midnight. Maybe that's what. I don't know. Daggone it, you guys. Now I'm going to have to try it out. I'm going to have to put like a BGA bunker. We're going to have to go and get corn and a big Krona Big X, and I don't know what you guys are gonna do me in. Look what I've done. My concentration is already up. GPS mod is not coming to Farming Simulator 19. The original mod author for the GPS mod, well, he's working on cattle and crops. He actually works, I guess he got hired by the cattle and crops team. So that is the news on that. As far as Courseplay, I don't know yet. Games for you, yeah, Brad. Test is out so we can learn it. Oh, test it out so we can learn it. I'll try. You know, that's kind of like what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to build up my money and get to the point where we can try that stuff out. We can get cows and what is going on here. Helpers has completed their task. They were like driving way off into the woods. That was weird. Oh gosh, I'm still fast forwarding time. And I'm also going the wrong way. Okay, now we're moving. Virtual Farmer, is that confirmed? He worked for Cattle and Crops, then GPS came out for FS17. Virtual Farmer, I read the article on FS19 mods, I think. Let me see if I can find it really quick while we're doing this. Let's see. GPS mod FS19. I think that's what I searched for. Now Whoopster is supposedly making a realistic GPS mod for FS19. This is coming from yesmods.com. It says, do you miss GPS mod in Farming Simulator 19? You're not the only one. The FS17 GPS mod is one of the most popular mods for Farming Sim ever. The same goes for the FS15 version of it. The problem is that Upside Down, the modder who created it, now works for Master Brain Bytes. This company is working on a certain Farming Simulator competitor called Cattle and Crops. I doubt Upside Down is going to make a competing game even more popular by converting one of his most popular mods for it. A conversion in the works. This person, which it doesn't say who authored this article yet, Says, I've not heard anything about upside down converting the GPS for FS19, but that doesn't mean others aren't trying. I came across the image above in one of the Farming Sim Facebook groups, which appears to show the picture. Looks like it shows the GPS mod interface. I'll post the link in the chat room for you guys so that you can take a look at it yourself. Let's see here. According to the poster, the FS19 conversion is currently being worked on, but there is no information on when it was released. And again, this article is from apparently from 2 days ago. Q Wopsters or Whoopsters FS19 GPS mod says longtime PC players of the farming series will most likely recognize the name Wopster or Whoopster. He is the mastermind behind great mods like the hose system and manual attaching in FS17. Now he's working on a realistic GPS mod. Wopster's GPS mod will resemble the GPS guidance system you'll find in a real-life modern tractor. It will have A to B points, for example. The screenshot is listed below, and then they've got the A and B on the field. It says there's no word on an ETA, but that doesn't matter as long as... I can wait long for this one. Knowing Wopster's previous work, I know it will be worth the wait, because who doesn't want to have a great working GPS mod that is closer to reality than other mods? And then what about consoles? How great would that be, but not so fast? When creating script mods for FS19, there's always the problem of Sony and Microsoft not accepting third-party scripts on their consoles. This is the reason why you probably won't see Wopster's GPS mod on console. But, Giants has made an exception. They managed to do a workaround allowing Seasons mod to be installed on Xboxes and PlayStations. And it just says this article was updated 2 days ago. Now, what they did for the Seasons mod is apparently Giants took the scripts that Seasons required and actually made it part of the base code for the console versions. That's what I heard, at least. Let's see. Virtual Farmer says, "Oh, now I know where the rumor is coming from." But it's not just this website. There are several other websites that also say the same thing about upside down and whatnot. So I don't know him. I could be absolutely wrong. These articles could be absolutely wrong. I guess we won't know until A, either GPS mod never shows up, or B, upside down, releases an updated version. Okay, shutting that off. Oh, I just love the way... I love how smooth the game is. I love the lighting. I love John Deere being in Farming Simulator 19. Yeah. The article is very big on... Oh, I know. Well, that's kind of because, nobody out there is really talking. I don't think Upside Down is talking about it. Someone claiming to be Whoopster or Wopster, I don't know how you say his name, was on the Farming Simulator Discord yesterday. Well, yeah, yesterday morning. That was, I think it was shortly before or after I saw you on there, Virtual Farmer, and was, I don't know if that's him or not. How easy is it to fake a name on Discord, right? It's really easy to do. Link below that has the GPS mod converted to FS19. Let's see. I gotta look at the link again. Darn it, VF. What am I gonna do? Let's see. Link below it. Where is it? Of course. Oh, it doesn't show it for me, I guess. It shows other mods, but it doesn't show the... Now, here's another thing, too. I saw just a couple days ago, somebody sent me a mod for the GPS, a link for the GPS mod for FS19. And it actually, when you went to the page, it was on fs19mods.com. And I think that's what it was. FS19... Or... maybe it was farmingsimulator19mods.com. Anyway, I don't remember. It's, I'm old. I'm getting old. I don't remember these things. But when you looked at the mod, like when it was originally uploaded, and then when the mod was updated, it was like uploaded back in, I think, June of this year, and then updated in July or something like that. I mean, it was like months ago. So, but it was saying that it was the Farming Simulator 19 mod. So obviously it couldn't be the Farming Simulator mod if it was, you know, updated back in June or July. Dr. Greenleaf says, I need Courseplay so bad. So it says, Virtual Farmer says, Whoopster is on Giants Discord. I've talked to him before. Yeah, he was on there the other night, but I don't know him or anything like that, so... let's see here. The mod I want as soon as possible is drive control because it gives the option to lock the diffs on the tractors, which helps you get unstuck loads. Well, that's true. Also dislikes or disables the stop and go braking, which I hate. Well, you can do that. Stop and go braking is right up here. Stop and go braking, you can turn that on and off, unless there's like a mode that's different than what what I'm thinking of. I also, I want to be able to press a button to change between forward and reverse. So you want to be able to like stop and then like kind of like press another button that kind of shifts you from like forward to into reverse and then drive Okay, I see what you're saying. I guess if you were, if you're really going for like a more hardcore experience, then yeah, that would actually be a good idea. I'm just kind of like, I'm enjoying it as a casual gamer, and trying not to get into it too. Yeah, Farming Simulator 19 mods has similarly has some conjecture with upside down working on. Yeah, Farming Simulator 19. That was the other one. That was the other website that I saw that was talking about the GPS mod. So like I said, I mean, if upside down is indeed working for, cattle and crops, then yeah, I would think that they would probably be kind of mad if he was working on a competing product. Yeah, this is the other article that I was referring to, which I've just posted in the link. Drive control is another upside down mod. Well, so much for that. But see, other people, it might inspire other modders and programmers to maybe loosely copy the mod or come up with like their own versions of those mods. So I mean, that's a possibility as well. It's so funny when like people come into the channel and they're like, please go and visit my channel, and like Nightbot immediately like just lays the kibosh on them. Let's see, you should do a co-stream with Welker Farms. I don't know those guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I would do like a co-stream with Virtual Farmer. I was on Stockoglaws. I don't know. Some of you guys may know who Stockoglaws is. If you guys have been playing Farming Simulator for more than like 3 or 4 years, you've probably heard of his name if you've been watching, YouTube videos. Stockoglaws was kind of the person who inspired me to kind of start doing YouTube and doing Let's Plays. And he's well known for doing Farming Simulator Let's Play videos. And we had mentioned something about doing some multiplayer at some point. Probably not anything. Hi Tree, how are you? Probably not doing anything like, super regular or anything like that. But I don't know, maybe even just doing a one-off. And but I think that would be fun to do with different YouTubers, and do like a just everybody gets on a multiplayer server and put in like $10 million and just go crazy for a few hours. I think something like that would be pretty fun. What? At this point, I might try converting them myself. See, like, yeah, I am not the person to ask about doing the conversions. Oh man, look, we already got 3 boxes of eggs, and it's just from like last night to now. It looks like let's look at our chickens. Oh, we're up to 32. We gotta be pretty much at the capacity for this. Cause look, the chicken, yeah, this only holds 100 chickens. So yeah, so we're like basically like one more of each of these chickens plus one. And if we get 33, 33, 33, that's 99 plus 1 is 100. So this chicken coop's pretty much at capacity. Great, now we need more chicken coops. How many eggs in a box? It doesn't tell you. I don't think. Does it? No. It just gives you, here's what you could, possibly do to figure out how many eggs are in the box, okay? So here, prices are 1,000, it's price per 1,000 liters. So what you would do is convert, basically maybe take like the average size of a chicken egg and somehow figure out the equation to convert, an average size egg into liters, and then divide that by the cost, and then that would give you, wouldn't that give you how many eggs are in the box? So it was like, okay, well, if it's 1,000 liters of eggs, we don't know how many eggs, that's the X, right? We're doing like basic algebra here. The two knowns is 1,000 per liter and the price, right? So what we need to find that unknown. So I don't know. Go and do the math. You could probably find at least a basic, find a basic number, an average number of how many eggs are in the box. Hello, little buddy. I wish you could pet the chickens or like pick them up. Like you could pick them up and like kind of toss them up in the air. Have you ever done that? Like toss a chicken up in the air and he kind of like, that's like, he doesn't really fly. Just kind of like not so gracefully flaps its wings until he lands. Oh my gosh, they're gonna do it. Oh, they're doing the mating dance. Oh, maybe not. They were gonna bump nasties. All right. Apparently, I'm hurting Skeet's brain. Death 69 Killer 2669 says 150 eggs in a full box. Oh my god, I'm on the train. I didn't mean to be in the train. Let's jump off the train. And oh. Can I? Boo! Oh, we jumped over the train. That was so awesome. Oh my god, this had straps on it. Look. Wait, I saw straps. I clearly saw straps when I jumped. Yeah, look. I guess what do you do? Put like eggs? Did I just say eggs? Like, what would you put up here? Logs? That's what I was trying to say, is logs. I mean, there's like a log cart up there. But what the heck is this for? Is there somewhere where you could like drive a vehicle up here and like strap it down and take it to the other side of the map? I don't think I've been up here yet. Virtual Farmer, are you disappointed? Oh my gosh. Are you disappointed that we don't have like gold nuggets to search for? I'm disappointed, but I want to get other people's opinions, and I would say you're a pretty good one to ask. Oh, look, it's a dolphin. Oh, look, it's like you could sit down and just watch then the ticks could fall on us and give us Lyme disease. And then there's like sand sharks going through the sand. Gosh. Yeah, I haven't really run around here. This is like one of the places I have not discovered. Virtual Farmer says, one thing is for certain, eggs are more profitable in FS19. I could not agree with you more. Like it was basically like, yeah, I'll buy a bunch of chickens, but you know, who's gonna spend the time picking up all those eggs and then taking them to the... Ooh, there's like a little bird's nest here. Or maybe it's a hornet's nest. Oh my god! Yeah, I mean, it was like you had to pick up all these eggs, and then you took them to the egg selling point, and then it was like, yay, I got a whole $150 for all these eggs. It just wasn't worth it. So yeah, I'm really glad that, you know, they've redone eggs so that it's more, you know, more profitable and a lot more reasonable. Virtual Farmer says, nope, he never used the nuggets. He feels it can unbalance the game. FS19 doesn't seem to have a get-rich-quick option. Well, my point, or, you know, my observation is, in Farming Simulator 17, you know, you started off with some vehicles, and then what? Like, I don't remember how much money you started off with. Probably like 100,000 or 150,000 maybe. But you only got... You could only take out a $200,000 loan. It was either 200 or 300,000. In this game, if we go to... Like, starting off on the American map, you can take out up to a $500,000 loan, and as you buy more property, oh gosh, it's going to take me forever to get up there. If you buy more property, the more property that you own, the higher your loan amount can be. So, in a way, if you played your loan right, you could kind of stack your loans and property purchases to be able to get a lot of property, or a decent amount of property, you know, fairly quickly, I would think. Or I don't know, maybe I'm completely wrong and absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. Let's see, Virtual Farm, 20,000 in FS17. And I don't think you could loan 500,000 in FS17. Of course, see, I always played FS17 on hard mode, and I know in hard mode it's only like 200,000, I think. But Farming Simulator 19 in hard mode is brutal. No, thank you. Oh, one thing I wanted to look up while I'm thinking of it. No, that's the 790. I think I did this before. Yeah, okay. Question has been answered. Oh my gosh, it's 2 a.m. here. How long have I been live streaming for? Oh, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, hard mode might have been different. I'm not going to load up FS17 to find out, but I don't know. It seems to be like to me it kind of feels like I can loan money easier. And it is kind of cool that, you know, the more property that you own, the higher the loan amount you can get. And that's kind of, in a way, it's kind of like real life, you know. Trust me, if you own property in real life, you can much more easily get loans from banks, especially if you secure your loan on those properties. It's a lot easier. Yeah, I would say, you know, the only thing I really don't like about Farming Simulator 19 is this god-awful house. You know, the paint's coming off of it. I mean, look at this. Like, you know, I don't want this house. I don't have a choice. So I'm really hoping that, you know, a modder will take this house and put beautiful paint on it, you know, clean up the interior, kick out the surfer boy. Trust me, I don't know of any farmers that are surfers. Maybe it's a farmer and you got a surfer boy son. I don't know. But and look at this. You know, I was saying the other day, like, you got the kitchen from 1973. It's so old. There's like rust spots showing up on the refrigerator door. Ugh. You know, I don't know what they were thinking. And I don't know why. Why did I put the dog back here in the bushes? I'm sorry, Arfie McArferson. What am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing, but I sure know where. No, I'm not singing anymore. It's too late for that. But you Virtual Farmer, you love FS19 hard mode? Bring on the pain. Like, if I'm playing by myself, like just a single player by myself, I do have a hard mode save that I do play probably every other day. But I think for doing like live streaming and especially like Let's Play, you know, I'm kind of like one of those people that really does a chronological Let's Play. I put as much as possible on screen. I don't, you know, edit a bunch of time slots out and things like that. And oh, I love how the paint on the bottom here, it starts to get, you know, it starts to get like chipped off. I think that's really cool. But yeah, I mean, if I'm doing like a Let's Play, I think, you know, first farmer mode, or, you know, at worst probably farm manager mode is going to be a better balance, at least for me. That's my thing. But guys, I think it is so late here. I'm like, I was just thinking, I was like, man, I'm feeling tired. It is late here. It's almost, what's after 2 a.m. So I think I am going to call it a night. I want to say thank you to everybody who's hung out with me all night tonight. I really appreciate it. It's always nice talking to you guys, and probably do it again tomorrow. So guys, hit that like button one more time if you enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave comments on the live stream once it gets posted, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe for this and many more videos and live streams and all that good stuff. I'm BradM73 once again. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.